Welcome back to Palladium Fantasy Meet Zelda 2. I had a good name for this and I completely blanked on it. Anyway, so as you saw, we're back with our party of Elman, Duke Oak, Terran Kaz, and a Ratoon as they come into town. The town of Raru. No. So you come to town, and what do you see? Or what are you guys going to first do?
Alright, so I wanted to get this sorted. The seasoning.
Oh, yes. Right. Forgot. You also bought some seasoning last time, too, right, Elman? Technically, before you left, because you had some seasoning with you?
I asked if I could have started with some basic seasoning. It was tahini, but yeah, that's about it.
Okay, well, roll 2d4.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Two.
You lose 2 rupees worth of, you paid 2 rupees for 2 ounces of seasoning. Unless you wanted more seasoning.
That works.
Okay. And Duke Oak, he wanted a big 16-ounce jar?
Yeah.
Okay, roll that up. And for the record, when I reference rupees to all the players, it's your gold stat. But it's Zelda.
Yeah,
There's
Zelda
no gold,
rupees.
it's rupees.
Yeah.
So what do I roll?
It's 2d4 per 2 ounces. So roll that 8 times. You wanted a 16-ounce jar.
Yeah.
What's your starting amount you have anyway? And this was a non-necessity, so it's not a military discount.
Oh, okay. So what should it have been my starting? Apparently I didn't.
Yeah, I started with 170.
All right, let's look that up real quick. What page were yours on?
At least according to the book, when it had me roll.
Yeah. Everyone starts off with a certain amount of rupees.
Yeah, I think I had to. It was like a base number plus a roll or something like that. So that's how I got the 170.
No, you are also mostly soldier, so you get paid based off of. You get paid per month.
So it's 14 rupees.
Okay. Well, let me figure out how much money you started with. Okay, so the 2 soldiers start with 180 rupees. The longbowman was supposed to have started with 170 rupees.
Yep.
And did you ever get the amount of money you started with?
So 180, 170. I believe I did.
You started with 1.
Oh, I have 200.
Yeah.
I believe that sounds about right.
All right, and then what were we going to call the seasoning instead of Johnny's?
Oh, it's Tingle seasoning.
Tingle seasoning. Okay.
What?
Tingle seasoning. Yep. Instead of using proprietary name, we're going to use another proprietary name. More thematic. Tingle doesn't exist in this timeline, even though that actually sounds worse. Tingle seasoning.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Almost sounds like a drug.
Yeah. Well, that's why it's so good.
You want more?
Good old Tingle seasoning makes everything better.
This reminds me of a horrible story. I used to help. I lived above a lady who had a caregiver, and she had to have a catheter constantly put in. She was an invalid. And I got a shopping list. I offered to do the shopping. There's no reason for me to purchase KY. I'm unfamiliar with the fact that there was heated KY. And so I brought that to the healthcare worker who inserted that, and then saw the ambulance come out there, because apparently it's totally different using that to insert a catheter versus standard lubricating gel. But we did find out she could feel below the waist, so yay.
That's one method of testing. All right, with that little side story, so you guys bought the spices were from the last session, or before, when they landed at Middo, they were.
Yeah.
So as I said, you come into town. As you walk into town, I asked you guys to do something, but I should probably explain. The town looks a little hectic. You see a bunch of wagons being repaired.
Can we assume this is the convoy we're supposed to be taking care of, and it's not quite ready yet?
Do you want to go ask?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so you go up and you look. You find, I don't know, there's 3 people working on each wagon. They're like carving new wood and like hammering wood posts back in like for this the wheels. Do you try to find somebody who looks like they know what they're doing, or do you want to just talk to someone random?
I guess someone who knows what they're doing. I don't know if that would be like a carpenter or like an overseer of some kind.
Oh, jeez. Do you have a skill for finding people?
I don't know if that's I can sneak up on people.
Oh, you know what? You don't give me an intelligence roll. Just roll a d20 and roll less than your intelligence.
Wait, do you have Streetwise?
I don't.
Okay, never mind.
That's one I overlooked on purpose. Well, I don't have modifier for the intelligence. 10.
10. What's your intelligence stat?
14.
Okay, that's considered a success for how I'm doing stat rolls. Is you have to roll less.
Okay.
Because it's like if your intelligence ever increases, you just have to beat it. It's like, well, what's the point of increasing your stats? So, you actually you find an older guy. You know, he looks like he's got like roughed up hands from woodworking. Somehow still has all his fingers. He's like, what do you want?
We're a part of a guard detail coming to town to help go to the next town. Is this a part of that caravan, or is this like some random farmers?
The damn moblins keep destroying these caravans. You all need to go see the captain of the guard. He's over in that green building over there, and he points in the direction, like, I don't know, like 40 feet away. Not 40 feet, like 100 feet away of a green building.
Look like it's obviously there's guard captain and
Yeah,
stuff there.
there's like a guard out there. He points to that building. He's like, I'm too busy to deal with your crap.
Okay.
He's got like 12-year-olds working on this shit, so he's like, stop! No, don't hit it there.
All right. Yeah, my first order of business would have been to check in and then get his armor fixed.
Okay, so are you gonna go in, or are you gonna go with the whole squad?
I think I would have went in like standard. Isn't that like standard military thing? Like the
Yeah, I guess that's true.
the leader goes in, not the whole unit.
Yeah, it would suck to have like 20 guys just file into one small office.
yeah. 'Cause
That'd make a base commander real happy.
Yeah.
All right.
But, yeah, my first order of business would have been.
Oh, do you want to close that door?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Sorry, a air filter just kicked on, and I don't know if it'll pick it up. For the record, if you are hearing wind in the background, that is not an ambience. It is really windy today here. So, that's really windy in town, we'll say that.
Violently windy.
Violently windy. Yeah, that's another reason why he's like the canvas tarp keeps floating away. It's the carpenter. Alright, so you don't know where it's at. Unless you overheard him yell.
I'll come back and tell him what I did.
Okay, so you two are heading. You gonna go with as well, Taryn?
Yeah, I'll go with them too.
Okay. So you three head to the green building. There's a guard out there. He kind of sees you. He kind of like salutes you a little bit. He doesn't look like a soldier. He looks like a town guard, right? It's like somebody who like works the fields at the half the time. It's like a volunteer firefighter.
Militia.
Yeah, he's militia. Yeah, there you go. So he kind of like he does like a really bad salute because he's not military trained. He's worse than the National Guard. So as you enter, you see a guy. You see a man who actually looks more like a soldier, but he's still not like a full soldier. He's got better equipment, except his left arm's in a cast. What are you three doing here?
First thing I say is this is Duke Oak reporting in. We were supposed to head here to help. That's right. Escort wagons to the town of Rudo.
We've been trying to get those wagons out, but every time we send them out, the moblins jump the wagons and destroy them. It's really weird that they just destroy, like, they leave all the food, they injure people, but they don't, like, kill them. It's really odd. But they keep destroying the wagons after a certain point. We think we've located their camp, but we just don't have the manpower to take them out. If we want to get these wagons moving, we need those moblins gone.
Okay. And I'm just like. So where's the blacksmith? One of my soldiers was attacked and needs their armor repaired.
And you're wearing the armor, right, Elman?
Oh yeah, it's. We just got to town. I haven't had a chance to even sit down. Probably.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to want a blacksmith for leather armor. You're going to want the leather worker.
Or yeah. Okay. Well, looking at the picture there, it looks kind of metalish, but
Well, those are placeholder images. Remember?
yeah.
True.
Oh, that's right.
Okay,
I haven't talked to the artist for getting those.
the armor repair person.
Armor repair person. Oh yeah, just walk down the street. He's got a big sign. He'll lead you there. Yeah, once you get repaired and squared away, come back and we'll try to hash out a plan to dealing with those moblins. 'Cause the town of Rudo really needs these supplies.
Okay. So yep. So me and L-Man go to the repair, and then
What are you two doing?
I'll go help with the wagons.
Okay, you're gonna go help try to repair the wagons. Okay.
Repair the wagons, yeah.
All right.
And I'm actually going to try to gather a little bit of information, probably using Streetwise.
Okay. What does Streetwise say? I should probably look that up for you because you don't have the book. Well, you do have the book. You have the book on your little laptop.
I don't have the book because it doesn't have room to load it in there.
Okay.
But I can bring that.
then after
Just standard Palladium rule systems. We all stop and look up the rules.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what section it's under?
It's a skill.
Under. I know, but like, would it be under espionage?
It might be under rogue.
It's not under espionage.
It's a rogue skill.
Oh, of course it
The
is.
skill instills an understanding of the darker side of city life and scoundrels who roam the streets. Yeah. The skill includes the ability to recognize and locate fences, pawn shops, drugs and arms dealers, thieves and thieves guilds, thugs for hire, places of ill repute, and similar criminal and illegal outfits. So yeah, you could try to roll for that.
Okay. Let me see. I have a 4, it looks like.
Oh.
Yeah, and I've got a 20%.
Is that a 4 or a 40?
Since that's the Definer one, that's the other one.
Well, the Definer one is supposed to have 2 numbers on it.
Well, here, let me re-roll one of those. Let me re-roll that then.
Just because it's like you could always say, oh,
Gotcha, that's an 8.
it's an 8. Okay, good. Still a great roll. So you don't hear about too many underground, like are you like just walking around listening?
Here's the things I'm mainly looking for is that...
Are you talking to people? Like, what does this action look like?
Well, when you're doing streetwise stuff, I think of it like whenever you go to a convention or something, the first thing you do is you walk down the street and you kind of pay attention loosely to conversations, but also attitudes. So what I'm picturing is the way that you helped me work up around him is he's kindly, bluffing his way out of helping fix the wagons, but mainly picking up what people know about these attacks. He's really got his interest piqued by the fact that these attacks seem to be focused on disabling the wagons and then bolting out. So he's trying to figure out how many moblins were seen. He's also listening for if somebody in town is suspected of maybe heading out of town more, keeping in harmony with the theme of Zelda. Are there people in the town that are actually possibly more aware than they seem to be, or there's their communication like, we don't leave this part, we don't go to this area. Apparently they know where the camp is, so obviously he's looking for clues that...
Well, you hear that since the moblins shown up, the kids don't go into the woods as often, because if you remember the town of Broward from the game, it's actually surrounded by woods. So the kids don't go out of the woods as often, because they've encountered, they've actually ran into one of the moblins, so you kind of overhear that, some kids, they're talking about, oh, you don't want to go into that section of the woods, that's where all the monsters are. You also hear that there's not a lot of crime. There might be a little bit of narcotics use, but nothing too bad for such a town. I mean, it's kind of a remote town, so they have to kind of grow their own stuff if they were going to do it. So, like, worst case scenarios, you could probably find some shrooms. But yeah, you hear about the kids talking about don't go to that section of the woods, and you overhear one soldier talking, and you get the information that there might be between 3 to 7 moblins.
Okay.
And then after I get Elman checked in, I would like to make my way to an unrepaired cart and see if I could determine what weapons they were using.
Okay, so you two are still heading to the repair.
So after he goes to
this will be, there's
Yeah.
going to be roleplay for this nonsense.
yeah.
No, I have to look up armor. What page is armor?
I don't know. I was trying to find it and like weapon prices and all that.
Weapon
couldn't
prices
find
are
it.
under weapons. So weapon prices are on page 270. Or
Thank you.
269. Armor is as well, and then afterwards it's armor professional repairs. Okay, so you go to the leather worker. And you come across one of the many houses, and it's got a tanner sign. I don't know what it would even look like. Just imagine whatever your fantasy version of an leather armor crafter tanner sign would be. You walk in, and you see a guy. He's like, it kind of stinks in there because
Yeah,
he's
leather
carving
Yeah.
the flesh off, like the actual flesh off the hide, right? He's got it laid over a sawhorse and he's scraping it off. So it smells kind of gross there. Oh hey, what do you two need?
Standard repair of armor.
Is it a repair of armor?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll start taking like the armor off so I can give it to him for repairs and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, weren't you the only one that got damaged?
Yeah, I'm the only one that really even got attacked. And
So I don't know.
Yeah, because everyone
by
else
3
missed.
eagles.
Yeah.
Okay, so do any of you have basic math? Do you two?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Then congratulations. I'm not going to have you roll on this, but I'm going to have you do the math for me. All right. It'll this amount of damage. How much damage is done to it?
I think it was only like 2 or 3.
You didn't save it. You didn't write it down.
I didn't. Okay, I had a note card, and I don't know where that thing went. So,
Maybe it's still in the bag. There. Oh, there it is.
perfect. Okay. Oh no, I tossed the other one.
Because you took damage, right? Like
Yeah, I didn't take damage to me. It was just damage.
No,
to me.
I thought you took damage to yourself.
I took damage to my armor. I wrote that down.
Yeah, we had to bandage you up a little bit.
Oh yeah, no hit points did go down. That's right.
Now your hit points is supposed to be your base.
Well, yeah, physical SDC, not armor.
Did you didn't write down on your armor? I could have sworn your armor got hit.
It did. I just don't remember how much. It was.
I have a -6 SDC to my armor is what I wrote down.
Oh, on him or you?
Probably on him.
I
So
think to me.
Okay, so you will also need.
so
some
mine's
armor.
probably going to be worse. So let's just go.
All right. Yeah, the viewers.
Okay. I thought he was the only one that was damaged. So Taryn got damaged
Well,
too.
that's what I was trying to figure out because I wrote down -6 SDC to my armor.
Well, if that's the case, I could have taken your armor as we went over to the armor, so I can just give him 2 sets to.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. So
well-
I would have got everyone and then went to the. armor
Okay. Well, I mean,
repair.
yeah, you could have just
Yeah.
taken the armor and.
Yeah, you just pop it off, and I'll just
Okay.
carry it with.
All right. Well, I can't do anything with the chainmail. I work with leather, not metal. You'll want to go to the blacksmith. He's right next to. He's like 2 doors down. But they can't quite tell the damage on this armor. But it doesn't look too bad.
I think it was my other note card.
I-
I
I
think that
don't-
one got tossed because I thought I updated all to this one. I may have forgotten that bit.
Okay.
That's on me.
So he's like, all right, well, normally it takes me a day to 2 days to get, about half the damage done. But I could since we're under duress because of this, you guys are here to help with the moblin issue, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna take out the moblins. At least that's the plan.
We'll probably be back for more armor repairs after that too.
Probably. I expect business from you from that. And you know what? I'll give you a discount if you actually get rid of them. An even better one. But it's going to cost about 45 gold to get it all repaired. Or, sorry, 45 rupees. But you're military, so you get your 25% discount, right?
Sure.
Sure, yeah. That's...
Fucking, you guys are supposed to know this shit.
You didn't tell us this.
You're a soldier! You literally get... You have the book right there. Look up soldier. Page 81.
Make me do work.
I'm having Poe do math, alright?
Well, I'm longbowman. I'm not under the soldier thing.
Yes, but it's also longbowman is also categorized under soldier for some reason.
Yeah, it's
Under payment.
it's paid per month. I found percentage of booty we get if we kill someone.
It's under soldiers in armor. Nope, hang on. That's not it.
So with a 20% discount, that's 36.
I stopped.
25% discount. It's under the.
Okay, what's 20? So it's 36 rupees?
Oh.
Yeah, that was a 20%.
20%. No, it's 25%.
Would that be rounding up or down?
Thank you.
Probably round down.
What's the percentage at? Is it like a 0.5%?
No.
Like if it's 0.5, I believe you round up.
Oh, it's a quarter.
It's quarter, then you round down.
Yeah.
This is proper math where 0 to 4 you round down and 5 to...
All right.
5 to 10.
That'll
5 to
be
10 you round.
36 rupees to repair yours.
Okay.
And then did you have chainmail?
He did have chainmail.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll make my way to the blacksmith next.
Alright, and you gonna stick around there? I'll wait for your armor. It's gonna take a whole day.
No, I'm gonna drop the armor off. I've got some other stuff I want to buy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go. So you want to go try and find someone to buy stuff, right?
Yeah, I want to buy a weapon and some.
Are you gonna ask him for?
He's a leather worker. He doesn't sell.
No, he doesn't. But he might
Oh.
know. You're new in town.
Yeah, I guess I'll just kind of like as I'm leaving, turn back like, oh, where can I like buy weapons and stuff in town?
The blacksmith has got weapons for you as well.
Would he have basic cooking ware too?
No, that's the merchant.
That's merchant. Okay.
You're gonna. He's a special character.
I'll take care of him last then. Got it. Okay. Thank you. So I'll walk out the door towards the blacksmith.
Okay, you two are gonna pause there for a moment. You're going around listening to people on the streets, kind of chatting with them. Taryn, you were gonna go help with the wagons.
Yes.
So you're gonna go back to that guy that
Yeah.
Elman saw, or you probably saw him approach him.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go up to him and do what?
Hey, so you guys need some help? I can help out with whatever you guys need. Some extra
Oh.
hands.
Off. Free labor, fantastic.
That's what I'm here. I'm here to help.
Don't forget your checks, because that might help with that. If you have anything to do a check to.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
There's stuff that you guys haven't been really doing a lot of things that require checks, honestly.
Yeah, that's why I've noted everything. But I was like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, we need to farm.
He's the only thing that's done anything real special about trying to find information. But oh yeah, no, for sure. We need more. We need the axles repaired. So the kids, not the kids, go over to Scott. Scott's got the special glue to patch all the holes and the damaged actual axles that are broken in half. We can't repair, but we can cut down into using as like more pieces for like the wood wheels. So go talk to Scott. Scott will get you guided on what you need to help out with. Do you have any experience with actual wood carving or anything like that?
I want to know how to. I have a little bit, but I need to know more because there's something else I want to like gain knowledge on for wood carving later on in our journeys.
All right. Well, it's not going to be any fancy wood carving. This is mostly just making sure you don't screw up big poles and sticks. So.
It's just experience. I'll take it.
All right. Well, we need an extra set of hands, so he sends you over to Scott. Scott! Scott! You're such a dick, Scott. You get exposed to radiation. I became a giant dick. Sorry, South Park reference.
Hey Scott, I'm here to help.
Okay.
I was sent over by
Oh, the foreman?
the foreman.
Foreman Rick?
Excuse me.
Sorry, just had a thought go through my head. All right. Well, I'm not doing a lot. We're just trying to carve these large logs down. So he hands you a hand lathe. It's like it's just manual labor at this point, and so he sets you to work carving down. He shows you a little bit at first on how to do it, and
Okay.
you're basically just carving down layers of wood at this point.
All right.
I will give you. That would be a good idea. whatever that is on the XP chart.
Either 25 or 100.
A clever and useful idea or action.
Oh, so yeah, 100.
Uh-huh. I will also give you a clever and useful idea. A ratoon for going around trying to find information.
Okay.
Readjusting my seat. And as you're carving away, you hear, "I fucked up real bad, Rick." That's an inside reference to what happened at my job. But okay, so you two, are you still wandering around trying to get all this information? Because it probably takes you a little bit to catch everything.
I'm also going to end up at the local church.
Okay.
That would be my goal, is to go to the local church and then kind of look through the records and stuff like that are available to the public.
Okay. So you end up at the church. It's another one of those Church of Dens. They see a very lovely lady in a red nun's outfit. She's not wearing the hat this time, though. "Oh, welcome, welcome. Come on in. How can I help you today?"
Oh, I'm actually working with the group that's supposed to be coming up to help with the wagon problem. I think it would... I just kind of want to take advantage of the opportunity to kind of catch up, see what's going on in town, you know, see who's affected, kind of collect history. I'm also a little bit of a bard. You wouldn't happen to have an arcana, would you?
Arcana? You mean a book? A magic spell book?
Or Karina. There you go.
Oh, one of those. No,
Actually, I'll take a book, too.
You'll want to go down to Winslow's.
Well, now that you bring it up, if you've got a book that has a history of magic, you know, is there something I could peruse?
You'll have to go to the wise man. He's kind of a...
So is he like a wise man or a wise guy?
He's one of our spellcasters. He's a bit eclectic. That's the nicest way I can put it.
Could you give me advice on where he is?
Oh, the mayor's daughter. He lives in her basement.
Does she know about this?
Oh, she's very well aware of him.
Interesting. Like, how well aware? No, I'm just playing. But, no, but, so where is she? Would she be able to lead me to him?
She could. I don't necessarily recommend it, but...
Well, what's the best and most appropriate way to talk with this fellow?
Don't.
And why would you advise against that?
The sorcerers of the kingdom are very selective on who they want to talk to or teach their magic to.
Oh, I'm not necessarily trying to learn, but I'm also kind of a documentarian, I guess you could say. Despite the fact I mispronounce words all the time, I'm a better reader and writer than I am speaker.
And you're a bard because of this?
Well, think of it more as like, you know how like, there's a lot more fame in bard songwriting and story crafting than there is performing. I'm kind of on the writing side.
Well, I guess you could try talking to him if you're not trying to learn actual magic from him.
Well, I don't know. It depends on what he's got to teach. I mean, and he is, I don't know. What is he known for? Like, you keep saying he's magic. Like, are we talking like, you know, no offense, sister, water to wine? Are we talking maybe healing wounds really good? Or
The wise men of each town keep the monsters from attacking each town directly. So they're more of like a beacon, of like a barrier.
Well, then we would definitely need to talk to him, because that's kind of, it seems to be our mandate moving forward, is to kind of whittle back these attacks that are wrecking your wagons. Unless you've got information on that.
Unfortunately, I've been treating all the soldiers that get injured in the wagon attacks.
Well, that's pretty interesting. So, as far as, like, what type of injuries are we talking about here? Is it...
It's your standard wartime injuries, you know, puncture wounds.
How many of them actually been killed?
We've lost 2 brave souls so far.
Out of...
We have about 15 guards.
Doesn't it bother you, sister, that, you know, the Moblins could stop this whole operation just by shutting down the soldiers?
It is very strange. We've been trying to look into that ourselves.
What does your wise man think of this, or have you talked to him about it?
He's eclectic.
Well, what's his eclectic view? Or has he been avoiding?
We've had issues. We've tried to get him checked out for senility, and he's a difficult person to approach at times. You can try to talk to him.
So is it just
The church and the wizard's towers tend to be cooperative, and he likes to be a little hostile.
That being said, could I still get like a letter of recommendation from you, maybe, so it doesn't look like just a stranger walking in?
Sure. She'll write you up something that. Do you have an official rank in the military or anything like that?
Oh no, I'm just kind of a guide, someone to help people as they get from place to place.
Wait, hang on. Would you show her an emblem?
Oh, actually, yeah, I would on that end.
Okay.
As I'm saying, I'm just a guide and all that because you gotta.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, he might be far more receptive to you. He likes guides. He likes people who like to learn the land.
Okay. Well.
So just she'll write down and she writes down a note, and then she'll actually hand it to you, and it does on the note mention your seal.
Okay. Cool. At that point, I would just finish BSing with her a little bit.
If you have a chance, though, could you talk to the man at the edge of town? He seems very. It
just seems ominous as shit.
Yeah.
Well, he's not. It's not the edge of town per se. He's on the edge of the woods. And he seems always stressed out. I've tried to approach him myself, but he's been very not forthcoming towards us in the church.
Interesting. And what is it that the church requires of him? Just
we go around and we make sure that everyone's doing okay, especially under these harsh times with Ganon's minions rampaging about. Especially after the death of Ganon, it quieted down for a little bit. For some reason, they're starting to really pick back up. I think that's why you and the soldiers were sent up here.
That brings me to another question. I'm not trying to pry too much, but if I'm not mistaken, this whole Ganon movement was purely like a Southern Uprising thing. Dark Wizard. It would imply to me cult, which is kind of against church. Could you give me some information about what the affiliation is with these minions and adherents to his faith?
We have no idea. They don't really interrogation effects as far as I'm aware of. I'm not part of. I'm part of the denomination, but I'm not in the main church down in Hyrule Castle. So the only information I have is what I get in town.
You bring up interrogation effects or attempts. That would imply that some of these things and adherents have been caught and found.
Oh yes.
Have any been discovered here?
Moblins? There's a camp that keeps attacking us.
Well, here's my issue with that, is that, sister, I don't mind being forthcoming with you with the fact that... So these Moblin attacks seem coordinated enough that they can actually leave people alive. Because let's be honest, if you were trying to go for effect and shutting something down, in my mind, what you would be doing is you'd be trying to eliminate potential for it to keep moving forward. But for some reason, sister, it seems like they want these caravans to move to an extent. Have any caravans gotten through?
None.
So my question is, what's the point of leaving people alive? And, then be praised and all that there are people. But, you see where I'm getting at here?
Well, Ganon's wrath, he dealt more with fear, so it makes sense that he would cripple the soldiers, leaving them in constant fear.
And that's where I'm with you. Has anybody around town been kind of stirring up and trying to organize under the pretense of maybe raising a militia or just more community mindedness?
Just the... Hang on, I'm thinking of a name for the guy. I didn't come up with the name. Just Randall, towards the woods. He's been very... And it makes sense. He's right there on the edge of the woods where we believe the Moblins are coming from, but he's been very paranoid. He's been very out and aggressive.
Okay. Yeah. So, would you say that what's this Randall do for the town? Like, what's his participation in there? Is he a herder, a forager, woodcutter?
He used to be he was a hunter, so he was out in the woods a lot.
So I'm picking up what you're putting down. I think that I can try to talk to my boss and see if he'd be interested in talking to Randall, unless you think that maybe he'd be less off-put if maybe a personal visit.
He doesn't like the guards as much. He kind of blames them, so maybe a more personal approach from someone of your stature would be more of a touch.
Well, what if I encourage him to maybe dress down a bit? Just kind of like off-duty clothes. Do you think that would...
You're more than welcome to try.
Okay. But from what I'm picking up is maybe I should just go out there and have a look, make sure he's all right.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. I'll just leave it at that then.
All right. So you leave. Oh, before she stops, like, if any of you get injured, bring your injured here. I have the capability of healing them. Den blesses us all. Fire purifies impurities.
Nice. All right. That would be the first.
We don't use fire to heal, by the way. That's just our motto. We've had a couple of people freak out when we say that. It's like, no, we're not gonna cauterize your wounds when they're just scratches.
All right. Well, I'll go address our boys to maybe come in here and get checked up. Take a rest.
Okay. Well, for that, I'm gonna give you. That's a role playing or playing in character, so you get your character bonus for that.
Okay.
You'll also get character bonus for.
All right, what's the character bonus?
You should have. Didn't it print you out a chart? I printed you out the XP cheat.
I don't think roleplay is on the...
No, it's literally in.
Playing in character bonus.
Yes.
Oh.
It's towards the end.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, they literally give you
yeah,
XP
right
for
there.
role playing.
Yeah. Okay.
So you'll also get that for.
So I would bring that up. I'd make my way over to Duke and remind him, hey, don't forget to say your prayers and all that. We could get ourselves all taken care of.
Okay, so you're done with that. We stopped with you with the wood. You got your armor. You are heading over to the blacksmith now, Duke?
Yep. And yeah, I'm gonna go to the blacksmith, and then I'm going to resupply all of our rations.
Okay, so
Yeah.
well, the blacksmith doesn't have rations, so you come in the door.
Yeah. So I'm just doing my normal routine.
You hear the ting ting of the bell as you come in. I was like, all right, what do you want?
I got some chainmail that got damaged, and do you happen to have any shovels?
Shovels.
Yeah, I've been digging fire pits, and I've been doing it without a shovel this whole time.
Damn, son, your hands must hurt like
I was
hell.
gonna get one.
Armor. Okay, you said you only had 6 damage on the armor.
-6, yeah.
All right, well, that'll be. Where's his chain? That'll be 25 rupees, and that'll take me about a day. It's not really that badly damaged.
Does it still have the...
Yeah, oh, that's not counting the discount. So.
Okay, so that'd be 19 rupees.
19 rupees.
Okay. I'll let Taryn know that he owes me 19 rupees, so I'll pay for it for now.
Okay.
Next time I see Taryn.
Now let's look at alternate equipment or additional equipment. Oh, hey, it's next page. Shovels. What is how much does a shovel cost? Camping. Why is shovel? Well, I guess shovel's not camping. Field equipment. Ooh. 273, Mitch. If you want to take a look at
Yeah.
additional equipment. I don't think they have a shovel. What?
Come on, you gotta have a shovel.
Well, no, I'm looking at the book.
Yeah, the book doesn't have it, but you just use something it's equivalent amount of metal, like a bucket.
Yeah, look for a bucket. That could be
Well, they have bucket. They have snuff box, but not a shovel.
Oh, do you want to turn the speaker off?
Okay.
Don't want to give the viewers the cleaning of me pushing my buttons. Really, no shovels, huh?
Yeah, that's weird. You can buy a bear trap, but not a shovel.
Yeah, you can buy a bear trap but not a shovel. Clothing. No, it wouldn't be under container.
There's a whole edible section.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
It
like
might be
food.
part of the equipment you start off with, wouldn't it? That's why it's not in
I
there.
don't think so.
No, it's. I think they forgot to just actually put.
Yeah,
Yeah, they just didn't put.
With the amount of stuff they have in here, it's surprising there isn't a shovel.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Like,
Cooking oil. Like,
there's 2 types of tobacco listed. There's smoking or chewing tobacco.
I wonder if it's under weapons.
I didn't see it in the weapons.
I found some. Jeez.
It is under weapons.
Really?
It's miscellaneous weapon.
Oh yeah, shovel.
Yeah, shovel's 10 gold. Or mine, that'd be what, 8 gold?
Why is it in?
I don't know. Aren't you the Warhammer fiend? Isn't that Krieger with their
Oh yeah, the Krieg.
trenching tool?
Alright, cool. So I'll drop the chainmail off, get a shovel, and I'll make my way. So,
Oh wait, were you going with him as well to pick up a sword?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, and what do you want, sir?
Basic sword, good for hacking things in half if they get too close. And
What kind of sword? You see the list right there.
yeah, I was thinking probably like a broadsword. Oh, it's still a one-handed sword, but does some damage.
Okay. Yeah.
definitely recommend the scimitar. The scimitar's badass.
Well, the broadsword's 2d4 plus.
Yeah, I was just thinking it's
Oh.
more damage. It's but what's the scimitar do? That's
It's 2d6.
2d6. Yeah,
But you get the +1 damage, which means if you low roll, you're still.
but the average is still a little better with the scimitar, actually.
Okay.
So with the scimitar.
Yeah.
The scimitar is also cheaper. It's 35 gold.
Yeah,
Do you have basic math?
I don't.
Cool.
I'm with my boss.
Oh, yeah, I guess I still am there.
Okay, so I'll do the math for you. You get XP, by the way, every time you do the math for me, by the way.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just not having you roll the math skill.
Alright, so that'd be.
So technically, that's
I'm
what you
counting
get
it
for 3.
as a skill, but it's
Yeah.
I'm just not having you.
That's 26.
It's because the GM is really bad at basic math. Watch my Mage Knight videos. I can't add 2d6 plus 7.
Alright, so drop that off, then I'm gonna. So, the rations, would that be a. Since we're military, would we get.
Oh, hey, do you want a scabbard for this scimitar?
Oh god, yeah, I forgot that's an entirely separate equipment price. Because
That's 12 gold. That's 12 more gold if you want a sheath for your gold.
Tell him it's
Or
not
12 more
included.
rupees.
Tell him.
12 more rupees.
That'd be what, 9? No. 10.
10? Okay. I'll pay an extra 10 for a scabbard. So I just have a sharp weapon tucked to my back.
He just guts in it with a small one-handed sword. It's like, is that person an idiot? Oh, you needed a new knife, didn't you? 'Cause you broke the-
That's right.
So,
I
yeah.
forgot I damaged
I
that.
knew
Okay.
someone broke their knife.
Yeah, it was him. He was like,
Oh, yeah, so, I'd probably drop it off to get it repaired. Like, how much would it cost to... It'd probably be cheaper to repair it, because I just broke the tip off of it, didn't I?
Yeah, it's just a tip.
It might be in.
just the tip.
Yeah.
2 rupees to repair.
Okay.
Do you guys want to, like, just as a GM's like, so you guys might have to, like, chop down more wood or whatnot. Do you guys want, like, axes or something to chop wood?
Oh, that's right. Like, I think I was having...
Yeah, I've been getting it. So.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So, yeah, I'll pick up an axe. So, I'll have Taryn owe me more rupees. Yeah. So, what's the cost of an axe?
There's different, it's different types of, like, combat axes, so I'm just gonna say it's the cost of a throwing axe, because it's not really designed for fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, what's the throwing
8
axe?
rupees.
8 rupees, okay.
Minus 25%.
Yeah, throwing axe looks like it's just a large hatchet. Does 2d4 damage though.
Nice.
Yeah, so 6 rupees.
It's actually
6
really good
rupees.
for a small axe.
Yeah, so we'll pick up an axe. So, yeah, Taryn, you owe me 32 rupees when I get to you. Well, I'm gonna wait for everything to get repaired.
Yeah,
But
it's a. By the way, it's just a standard wood axe. So
yeah.
Should be 25. I got 19 and for the armor and then 6 for the axe.
Oh, I wrote down the wrong thing.
That's okay. You still get EXP for a failed check.
25. There we go. Yeah.
Because he's mathing.
Okay, and then so you got your sword and your...
Yeah. Next thing I wanted to go is searching, so I want to buy like a pan.
Okay.
Or like a
What
deep...
did I say his name was?
that's right. Yeah, pan. Yeah.
What did I say the character's name was? The shopkeeper?
I don't remember. I just know it was a crazy guy.
Did you write it down? Because
I did not. The only thing I have is last thing I have is Scott.
Rick and Scott are the ones that are working with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rupert or something like that?
No, Randall was the guy on the edge
Randall.
of town.
Yeah.
I didn't. Was it Wilson?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, viewers. I didn't write it down either because I'm just thinking these names on the fly. So if you see why his name changed, retcon. So because I forgot. All right. So yeah, you'll head to Wilson's Wares.
We pulled a Tolkien and a J.R.R. Martin.
So as you enter, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll walk in the... Oh, Lord.
Why, hello there! As he rubs his hands together. A new customer, a new face in town.
It's got those
Do you
damn
need
hands.
arrows? Do you need weapons? Do you need cookware?
Cookware.
As long as you have the rupees, I probably have to sell it to you.
Cookware? Definitely.
Absolutely, I have cookware. Do you want earthen or metal?
Metal. Looking for a travel pan and potentially a small travel pot for making soups.
Fantastic. And it's the GM. Let me pull that back up.
I have no idea if it's in the equipment. I didn't
It
bother
is.
looking.
It is. That's why I asked earthen or metal.
Oh. They have the shovels in the weapons section.
Well, I mean, do you smack people with a pot? You're not base frying pan, man, are you? Anyway.
It's an improvised weapon. If someone gets too close and my sword's 10 feet over there, I'm
All
smacking
right,
with
so I got
whatever eggs I'm making.
you
Something.
wanted metal equipment. You wanted metal cookware, right?
Yeah.
I got a bucket. I got buckets. I got trunks. I got pots. I got a kettle. Do you need any bowls? I don't have any metal bowls. That'd be expensive.
I think we're good. Because normally, I'm assuming we would eat out of cups, if anything.
You have, I guess you would have some small cups. Do you need extra casks or water skins or?
Just a simple thin metal frying pan and a small sauce pot if you have one.
All right. Well, I'm calling them both pots because they don't say frying pan.
Yeah.
They are 8 gold a piece or 8 rupees a piece. No discount because they are not military equipment.
And I was going to say,
That's
I'm
sad.
probably not there with you.
Yeah. I can't do math. This man tells me 8. I count to 8, and I'm like, cool, that's like 2 less than I can
You
count
could
to
do it
total.
with 2 hands. Yeah.
And then, did you want anything else?
Just, there we go, that many.
Yeah.
That was cool.
He kind of goes, damn it. When he realizes so bad you're bad at math. Did you need anything else, good sir?
You're a salesman. What's convenient for the road?
Oh, convenient. Well, you probably want some bowls if you're going to make some soup.
Do you have cheap bowls?
Absolutely. They're 3 gold apiece.
Do you have
Rupees.
cheaper bowls?
2 gold apiece.
Do you have bowls that could just be hollowed out logs with a cap on it?
You
Like-
want
like
your soup
that
to
cheap.
You want your soup to soak into wood? Do you want to eat wood? No, you don't. You want these fine earthenware bowls that I'm willing to sell it to you for as low as 2 gold a bowl.
Buy your
Do they
own.
come with free spoons?
Yes.
Oh, sold.
Fantastic.
Spoons.
How many are you buying?
I'll get 4.
Okay.
I was just going to say, can you do that math?
He's like, 1, boss, myself, other dude, other dude.
Like, hey, start off with 8, and then you got 3, 3, 3. Lost count. I take like 10 minutes putting the coins out, like, okay, that's for the bowls, that's for the pan. And then I feel good, I slide it towards her.
Now,
There you
you're
go.
going to have something to store the stuff in, are you not?
Assuming
I
we all have
I
bags.
have
Or
bags.
something.
Yes, but your bag's already full with all your normal equipment. I'll sell you.
I have a second bag.
I'll sell you a small wooden trunk to store all the stuff in.
I don't have a horse, mister. I'm not carrying.
Aren't you a soldier? Aren't you a strong, tough man?
No, I stand in the back and shoot at people that get relatively close to me.
All right, fair.
I'll start loading it in my second bag, but now it's like stuffed full of all the cooking.
Do you want any cooking supplies?
What would the cooking supplies entail?
Everything under edibles, or mostly everything under edibles.
I don't think I need that much food.
Well, there's like pepper and spices and flour and oatmeal, cooking oil.
Could I not get that from the military larder? Just seeing as to how it would technically be part of our ration.
That's true. That
At
would
that
be
point.
all right. Well, no, because they're gonna sell you like MREs and shit. This is like if you want to eat food, not like.
So I was thinking, old school rations where it's like you get like a scoop of flour and some bad salt pork.
Oh, okay. In that case, yeah, that would probably be something you could get from the larder.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll just supplement with whatever we kill along the way.
Okay. Any alcohol?
Yeah. Yeah. You got any reasonably cheap rum?
Rum? If you want cheap, I got these. I got mead.
I'm looking for hard alcohol. Something that's a lot of alcohol, little space.
So you want some moonshine?
Got it.
Do you want the cheap stuff or do you want the good stuff?
Is there a difference?
There is quite. It doesn't say, but there's the GM. There is quite a bit of difference. It's mostly in the taste. Do you want to enjoy your drink or do you just want to black out?
Let's go for enjoy. That way I can.
That'll be 16 gold
16
a bottle.
a bottle. How big's a bottle?
That's what's it doesn't.
Is it like
it's a pint.
Okay. Yeah, I'll fork over 16 more rupees for that.
Oh yeah, 16 rupees. I am the one who said it needs to be rupees.
I know.
I'm looking at the chart for like the first time.
Right, so I just got to mention. So that's over 2 hands. So you want to have him do a roll to see if he can get to 16?
Oh, I did
yeah.
say previously I did take like 10 minutes to count out the money in like groups of like, this is the 8
Yeah.
for the pans, and here's 3, and here's 3, and here's 3, and here's 3.
Okay, no, that's fine. It's
I just thought that'd be just.
he already ripped you off over the bowl. So.
I'm like a 10-year-old at the counter trying to buy a shit ton of candy with money I took from my parents.
Yeah, he already ripped you off for the bowl, so he won't rip you off.
Yeah.
He finds like, finally I get to move this stuff.
These bowls
Nobody
for
ever wants to pay
years.
this much for this moonshine.
Pulls it out and dusts it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any coffee?
I think I've bought enough for now.
I welcome you back. You are a wonderful customer.
So I walk out of there, just all my pockets and bags just stuffed.
All right. So you two are done with your kind of shopping.
Well, I was gonna go resupply rations next.
All right. So you would go to.
So would that be a store, or would I just go to the military?
You would go back to. I guess you would go back to the captain of the guard. And he would.
Okay,
Yeah, he would probably lead you to where you would go get rations.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was needed.
Or
to
you
pay
could you
for
just
it.
find a card. One of
Yeah.
the guards walk
Okay,
around.
so I get enough rations for all of us.
Okay.
And then I'm going to start making my way to the closest person. And be like, here's your rations. Like, if I make it to Terran, I'd be like, here's your rations, here's your axe, your shit else.
You are, by the way, back to Terran. You are now, give me a D20 check on your intelligence.
You got dumber.
So whatever your intelligence stat is.
The IQ?
Yeah.
15.
What'd you roll?
7.
Fantastic. You didn't actually screw up.
Nice.
You actually did a pretty decent job. He's like really impressed with you. Scott's like, have you really never worked with wood before? This is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's just you showed me. You're a good teacher. You showed me really good, so I understood what I needed to do.
All right. Are you?
How long are we there? Because our mail or our chain mail.
It's going to take a day, to
Okay.
repair both your guys' armor. But the captain of the guard did want you back at some point to hash out a plan. And you, what is Aratun doing?
Did I at least pass by Duke to give him information?
You probably
about the
would have
church?
walked around town. And
Okay. Then I'm going to go head out and talk to Randall.
okay.
I
Well,
would leave a note with Duke saying that this is what I'm doing. I'm helping the local Church of Den carry messages. My main stop is Randall at the edge of town. Used to be a hunter. Give him all the details on that. But leave the details out that I'm going to go and figure some shit out with this boy.
Okay. All right. So, are you just going to help pretty much out all day, or are you going to go?
Yeah.
He's just going to give you various tasks working on it, which I'll give you.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah. I'll just keep helping him out.
Yeah, he'll have you like hammering spokes into the wheel or whatnot. You got little wooden hammers. Don't want to use metal hammers on that. Also, metal's expensive.
I would like to call it. I'd probably put a note in there. If I'm not back by evening, I might have got held up.
Okay.
You know, please come and remind me. Sort of thing.
All right.
How far away would that walk be from where we're at?
For Randall or for
Yeah.
For
Ratoon?
Ratun?
The town. I'm trying to picture a town in my head.
Everson?
Everson? It's a little smaller than that. You know, it's a medieval town, so they're really not that big.
Oh hell, he should be able to make it in about an hour.
Yeah, about an hour's walk.
At most.
Yeah.
Like casual walk too.
Because I can walk all of Everson.
And it's about, I'd say it's about midday at this point. You guys running around doing all your stuff.
Makes sense.
You guys kind of no. Actually, it was actually towards evening because you showed up there towards the end of the day. So it's actually closer to the evening.
So our armor probably won't be done until around noon at the soonest the next day. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're kind of doing a rush order because they know you guys showed up to help.
Yeah.
So you guys took priority because Captain of the Guard's running around. It's like, all right, I'm going to do something with these guys. So so it's starting to get dark. You know, it's starting to go to dusk. I forgot actually what time of day it was when you guys showed up. I thought you guys showed up in the morning. No, you guys showed up at the end of towards the end of your day.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
So did I.
Oh, it even says, yeah, my notes from last time. At dusk we arrived.
Yeah. So it's actually starting to turn towards night. So you guys actually haven't been at this too long. So instead of having you keep working, Taryn, he's gonna say, oh well, if you go to the church will probably put you guys up. There's no inns in town, so we don't get a lot of visitors. We get like the merchants will usually stay in their wagons, or they'll find some other home to stay. But the church will usually have a place for travelers to sleep at.
Any places we can bathe? Or is that not?
There's, I guess, there might be. Hang on, what the hell would that even be?
Is there a bathhouse?
Bathhouse?
Yeah.
There's no
River,
bathhouse.
creek.
Springs?
I mean, there's like I'm trying to think of where it would be. It's like one of those like you get the water out of the well. It's like they're gonna be cold like bucket showers.
Oh,
It's not great.
backside of the church.
Yeah, backside of the church. I guess the backside of the church, if they're dealing with travelers, they probably have like wooden stalls. You can like privacy stalls. So yeah, there's some wooden privacy stalls behind the church. You can get water from the well, one of the wells.
So I'll go let Duke know
Okay.
that's where we can.
Okay, and then as soon as I meet you, I'll hand you over the rations and the axe, and be like, you
How
owe
much
me.
do I owe you?
Yeah, it's 25.
All right, sounds good. So I'll give him the 25.
Okay.
And then I'd go to the captain.
Okay. And what is the man doing?
At that point, I'm probably heading back, trying to find everyone too. So I'll probably be heading towards the church.
Okay. Well, we'll say you run into Duke Oak, and what do you say to him?
I'll hand you the rations, be like, yep, everything will be ready tomorrow. And I'm gonna go meet the captain, see what her next orders.
Okay. I'll just wander off towards the church, pockets full, and try to shove these rations in a space I can find.
Alright. Back to Ratoon. As you make your way towards a small wooden house. Yeah, it has stands outside for like hanging skins on it, whatnot. You know, it's like a hunter's. More of a hunter's cottage. Which is kind of weird surrounded by all the other brick buildings. But, do you just go up and knock on the door, or are you trying to sneak up and listen in on them, or?
I'm just going to try to do my usual evaluation thing. Kind of look and see what I see. Like, how new are these skins?
Oh, there's no skins.
Just
There's the racks for skins. But there's no skins. There's a hanging post.
There's racks of foreskins. What type of skinners?
No. See, I took the Christianity out of the Zelda mythos.
You put the Judaism back in.
Yeah. I didn't was trying to pull it up to that.
Nice. Okay, so this guy doesn't have any skins drying.
And there's also like a pole that he would hang like an animal to drain the carcass, but that's also empty.
How long is does he got a cooking fire going?
Nope. Not outside anyway.
No, but he should have a chimney.
Yeah, he's got a chimney. He's got fire. That smoke coming out since it's starting to get dark.
All right, I'll get a tap on the door and then step back so that you can make sure to see who I am and try to make myself look as unoffensive as possible.
Who's there? He doesn't open the door. Who's there?
Radam, sir. Traveler. Story collector. Was actually directed to you by our sister at the House of Din.
Don't care. Don't like her. Go away.
Oh, I don't either. That's why I'm kind of trying to find possibly somebody to talk to about the town. Maybe score a piece of actual food. Restaurants in town are bogus.
I got no food for strangers. Go away.
You got food for rupees?
He cracks up the door. He takes one good look at you. What's your angle?
To the right on a warm day, not much of one on a cold. But what I'm going to tell you is, like I said, I travel, I collect information on things. I kind of make a living by learning about the land. Somewhat of an amateur cartographer, more of a documentarian. Collect stories.
I don't know those words. What's document? What?
For a drink, I will tell you all about it.
He come in. He opens the door. He lets you in.
I appreciate it. What's it like inside there?
It's kind of worn down. Like he actually has a couch with like he has a couch that looks like he made himself. It doesn't look too bad, but it's actually got like actual animal fur on it, animal hide. So it looks kind of comfortable. Wooden chairs. He's got his larder, some pots, some not pots. He has some earthenware laying on like a cupboard. Yeah, cabinet. That's the word I'm looking for. A wall-mounted low wall-mount, floor-mounted cabinet.
Nice. I would sit in a wooden chair and make a comment. Road dust doesn't come out of pelt very easy.
Oh, thank you.
No.
And he hands you a drink.
Okay. Is it a stiff drink or?
No, it's water.
It's water? Okay.
You didn't specify.
No. That's fine. I want to use my poisoning skill and make sure that it's not drugged.
Okay.
Oh, not what I was expecting that was going.
No, that doesn't work. I got a 74.
What's your skill?
24. Or 25, sorry.
Yeah. No, you can't.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
can't.
well.
It tastes like water. It's kind of like stale water, but.
Yeah. I appreciate it. So, we've been traveling for a bit, and to be honest, I've heard tale. You're a hunter, which means you'd probably be pretty familiar with the woods and all that. But we haven't really seen a lot of wild things out here. Nothing to hurt. I mean, we caught some fish in some streams. What's the deal with that? Where's all the animals?
It's Gaden's minions. They're hunting him down and scaring him away. It's really bad for the ecosystem.
Like, how many of these guys can there be? I mean, that was kind of like a southern thing, wasn't it? What are they doing all the way up here?
We have no idea.
Well, you could tell me, like, look, you probably saw me come in with the soldiers. I'm not affiliated with the Hyrulean army. But what steps are the locals doing? You know, I mean, hell, the guards are only interested in the wagons, making sure they get to moving. But as you can see, I think we have a common interest that if I can't map areas or record history, documentarian, by the way, is I make documents based on stories. And then I go to different places, and I'm not much of a singer. I got a shit voice. Matter of fact, would you happen to have an ocarina?
No, you want to go to Wilson's Wares.
I really don't, but that's okay. Now, I've always find that, isn't there like some kind of pawn shop or something like that around here?
I mean, they just sell them to each other.
Well, there you go. So there's got to be some kind of like community trading behind Wilson's, because Wilson, from what I've understood and what I've heard, he definitely seems to be more focused on, he responds to the tourists and the come heres. So how does a dude that lives around this area, where would you get an ocarina?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, they look like potatoes, but they make really pretty music.
Why would you use a potato to make music?
See, this is the part about being a documentarian, is that somebody...
Give me a perception check. Or if just D20, because I don't think you have you don't have a bonus to your intellect stat.
He's got like a wall of ocarinas.
I got a 13. No. 17.
You know what? That's a high enough. I'm not asking for an intelligence check. I'm asking for like a perception, which is your just D20 plus your intelligence bonus, but you don't actually have enough of IQ.
Did we have a perception on here?
No, I had to take it from Nightmane.
Okay.
But 17 is high enough. Yeah, you realize that the guy you're talking to, he's not exactly the smartest person around.
Well, that's perfect. Can you imagine if I could make a potato make music? Wouldn't that be a story worth telling? And also, you would be able to tell...
Who would want to listen to that?
That's the thing, is you would know right away who would want to listen to that, wouldn't you?
No.
Because they wouldn't shut up about it, would they?
You don't shut up.
Exactly, because I heard music played from a potato. So what my question is there anybody else around town talking about potato music? Or something just as ridiculous?
I don't understand. What are you asking specifically?
Well, I'm trying to...
Potato music's kind of vague. Nobody would play music with potatoes. I don't understand.
Is there somebody around here that might have information that the rest of us don't have?
Captain of the guard?
Yeah, but he... just tell me, man, how do you feel about the guard just being here? I'll go first. They're pretty cool to hang out with. Great for catching firewood and fishing. I really don't know how they're going to make it once they start heading west, though, but that's okay. My job's just to get them west. So what is the general sentiment?
Well, most people like the guard. They keep us safe.
Tell me about these attacks on the wagons. Like, how many guards have died in those attacks?
I think like 2, maybe 3.
How many of us have died in these attacks?
What do you mean us?
How many actual working class people? How many dirty hands?
Dirty hands.
You know, people that put their hands to wood that actually make the goods. Because I know the guards don't go. I mean, look at me. I'm a guide. So yeah, you probably got like...
Well, thanks to the guards, only like 1 person has died. There's been a couple seriously injured.
Interesting. Oh, you think the guards are actually pulling their weight out here? The group I'm traveling with seems pretty decent, but I mean, hell, they've been arguing all day in town with the different merchants and shops just to get rations. And here I am, I got a cup full of water, having a good conversation about potato music.
Give me another perception check.
$15.
What's a good way to do this? Actually, is there an insight in this game?
Didn't see one.
Maybe a mental affinity.
It would be charm, impress, or trust or intimidate. Do you have mental? What's your mental affinity stat?
Yeah, sadly, it's just an 8.
Okay, so we're just going straight die roll.
Yeah. Do it again, or stick with the 15?
We'll stick with a 15 for now. It's actually supposed to be a percentile die for trust or intimidate.
Okay.
He he's really dodgy. Like he's kind of like, he keeps like kind of looking around. You notice he's standing closer to the door.
Okay. That's cool. I'm gonna try to like lean back as best I can in my chair and just seem really relaxed and yeah. So I hate to change the subject on you, but forget potato music. What do people do for music out here?
Why do you care about music so much?
Well, I sell my stories to bards, and then they make.
I thought you said you were a bard.
I'm on the low end. Okay, think of it this way. Speaking of potatoes, do you got potato farmers out here?
No, too much woods.
Too much woods. What type of farm?
We're mostly in Raru. We're mostly a hunter-gatherer.
So what are people doing now that the hunting is kind of slowed down?
Surviving off of stock.
When you sell your wares, when you sell your skins or whatever, do you do that or do you mostly just repurpose them?
I repurpose, but I do sell, but I usually sell directly to other people.
Yeah. But those people, do they then turn around and sell your pelts?
I don't know.
Well, usually in business what happens is you get people who make a living. It's like the old saying,
All right, I'm going to pause you real quick. What is your intent for this conversation? I know you're having fun at role-playing, but we do have 3 other players.
Is it cantaloupe music?
Yeah. No, I'll pause there for if you want to.
No, but as a GM, what are you trying to figure out?
I'm just trying to get him to give me more information about what he's doing and what his feelings are on the guards and.
Well, I mean, he's evading all your questions, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
you can't tell if he's being dumb, but he's also looking really shifty.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to try to engage the shift. To cut the story short, Ara would just kind of continually talk and pick up on things that he seems responsive to get a response. At this point, waiting for 1 of 2 things. One, for Duke to come by and get me and say, hey, it's time to go back. Or 2, to see who he's waiting for. But the main thing is if Duke comes and gets, I want to see the reaction he has to actual soldiers showing up.
So
I was making my way to the captain first.
Okay, you're gonna go talk to the captain. All right,
Yeah.
So we'll pause you there.
Yep.
We'll go to Duke Oak, Elman, and Taryn, and you 3. Oh no, Elman's heading to the church.
Yeah, just kind of.
Yeah, I was going to the church.
Okay,
I think we're both just kind of going.
So
in for the
Duke,
evening.
you're heading to the captain, right? I didn't actually give him the name, but
Yeah.
I'll just call him captain for now.
Captain.
Yeah,
Captain.
Captain, Duke Oak reporting back in after resupply and restock.
Excellent. All right, come here. So he calls you over to the table. They've got a map. We think the Moblins camp in this area. Unfortunately, our guards are not very well trained. They're just men at arms, right? They're just hunter by day, soldier by afternoon. They rotate through that. They keep the town safe when the wizard's, sleeping or whatever the fuck he's doing. Guy's an asshole. None of the church tries to treat him nicely. Dude's a total dick. It's crazy too. We don't mess with him. He turned me into a newt once. I got better though. Oh wait, you said your name was Duke Oak, right?
Yeah.
How's your brother doing?
I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh man, I heard Gary got in trouble with animal fighting.
Yeah, that sounds like Gary.
He was capturing cuckoos and trying to stick them in the balls. It's really messed up, man.
Yeah, he always had that weird habit when he was a kid. He kept trying to put little animals in balls. I don't know his fascination with that.
Yeah, I heard he paid a lot of people some good money though.
Yeah,
Anyway.
he was trying to sell them.
Sorry. I got a bitch over here dying.
So I'm just thinking of just some dude in a really shitty lab coat shoving chickens in a wooden boat.
Well, no, it's a. You didn't watch Pokemon growing up, did you?
I did.
Okay.
I'm just.
Right, well,
Anyway.
I was going to say, before you brought up Gary, I would make sure I mark the camp on my actual map.
Well, they only have like a big general area.
Yeah.
So tomorrow during daylight, we should probably send some scouts out. So if any of you guys are very good at like surveillance or sneaking around, we could really use your help.
Okay.
Yes.
I got sneaky skills.
I got.
So yeah, we're gonna have to rely on you 3. Is your guide any combat capable?
That seems to be. Seems to be pretty good.
All right. Well, we'll need you 4 to potentially take out those moblins. 'Cause we get other random wild animal attacks. We've had a couple dealers, the big spider things, crawl their way into town. They're really dangerous to the kids. So,
Oh yeah, yeah. Giant spiders will eat kids right up.
I mean, they're like 4 feet tall,
Yeah.
like 8-foot leg spans.
Jeez. That's a terrifying spider.
But yeah. So if you want to be here at, I don't know, we don't even use normal times. Like if you want to be here shortly after sunrise.
Yeah. So the leathersmith and the blacksmith gave me a time tomorrow, so I'll let him know.
Okay.
Be like, our armor is going to be ready at whatever time they told me. Like in the
Well,
morning
you
or
probably
something.
don't want to wear armor when you go and run around scouting. So.
Yeah. But I'm just letting them know this one we're going to be fully ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we need to come up with a plan of action against the moblins if we want to get these supply wagons. It's really strange why they are not like killing anyone.
Yeah, I heard
And
that.
Though the
Yeah.
weirdest part is that they always seem to know when we send out our supply wagons, but nobody can ever spot them from the woods. We think they might have an inside man.
Okay. Yeah, I was just gonna ask that. Be like, oh, so is it got a spy inside or something? Oh. Okay.
But the nun at the church will give you a place to sleep tonight.
Okay. Yeah. 2 of my men already went over there.
Excellent.
Yeah. I think I saw you two heading over there.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like okay. And then I have to. Yeah. So I'll go get a hold of Era, and then we'll camp out for the night in the church.
All right.
Then I'll see you again tomorrow.
Excellent. So you take off.
All right. So before he leaves, he's going to mention. Do you know any places to get a flute?
Wilson's Wares.
Wilson's Wares. Okay. Because Era tried to play a flute. He seemed to be pretty decent at it, and then Elman Terran accidentally destroyed it. So I'd like to get Era a new flute.
All right. Yeah, Wilson's Wares.
All right. So I'll make my way over to Wilson's Wares.
It's late. It's gonna be closed.
Oh. Okay. All right.
You'll have to go there right after our meeting tomorrow morning.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. So then you two, Elman and Taryn, are heading to the church, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go.
Oh yeah. And I guess I'll head to Era, let him know.
Okay.
And then to the church.
All right. So
Hey, Elman, you know how to prepare an eel? That's the one that I caught the last campsite.
I can try my best.
I don't know how to cook it though.
Oh.
Well, you got a fancy new pot.
I got a frying pan. Got
You
to
wanna have
try
a
that
go?
out.
You want to try to have that for dinner tonight?
Yeah, sure.
all right. So as you go to the church, walk up, knock on the door. There's not like steps for it either. It's kind of in the video game. It's just like a normal house, but in this setting, it'll actually be more. It'll look like a normal house, but it's more church-like.
Yeah.
As silly as that sounds, now that I say that out loud.
It's just another building they purposed for the use
It looks
of
like one from The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. Just essentially a stucco building with a wooden cross on top.
No, it's brick. It's a brick building.
No, that was
Apparently in Zelda 2, all the buildings are made of brick. It's like, wow, you guys are rich.
Yeah, for peasants living in the middle of the woods, that's.
But, alright, so she opens up the door and says, oh, hello, how can I help you two?
Scott told us that we could camp here, rest, and maybe have a bath.
Oh, you're the soldiers
We're
from
the
that came into town. They're going to help. Are you going to help us with our moblin problem?
Yes, we're here to help.
We'll
Excellent.
try to, yeah.
We're gonna try to. Yes.
There's a couple, there's like a barracks in the back, or it's not a barracks, what would you call it? It's like a spare room in the back. It's got a couple beds in it. You can put your stuff in there and stay there. We've got some private wood stalls. Unfortunately, you have to get your own buckets of water. Whether you heat them up or not is up to you. It's going to be kind of cold if you just do straight cold bucket showers. But we have at least privacy stalls for you guys back out there. Are you guys hungry? Do you want anything to eat?
Oh. By the way, there's 4 of us. There's only 2 of us right now, but there's gonna be.
Oh,
4.
there's like 6 beds back
Perfect.
there. You're fine.
Perfect.
Oh,
Should we just
I mean,
eat there?
we eat their food,
Yeah,
save
save
the
our
eel.
food.
We could give the eel as like a. There you go.
Like that. Okay. So I have this eel I can give
Ooh.
for the
It's not often I get to cook with eel. I
Dude.
could make something tasty out of that for you.
Perfect. Sounds good. Yeah, because we don't know how to prepare it, so that'd be nice.
Oh,
Somebody-
I could make you a pretty decent dish out of this.
Could you show me how to prepare eel?
Sure, you can come back into the kitchen after you bathe up, wash up.
Okay.
You look a little beat up. Are you okay?
3 eagles.
You got attacked by 3 Mobies? That's unfortunate.
Last night, yeah. It's
Last night even? Wow. You're in pretty good shape for
or
that.
maybe a few nights ago. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while.
Well, a
Yeah,
good
I'll
night's
go.
rest looks like it'll help you. It looks like the damage wasn't too bad. So it looks like a good night's rest will
It's
help
not terrible. I'll go wash up and then meet you in the kitchen.
you. Yep. Alright. Are you going to do the same, Darren?
Yeah.
Are you guys going to go in the same stall and hold hands?
I'll probably heat up some water first. I don't want to use icy cold water. Doesn't sound very fun.
It's not icy cold because it's like, it's not, it's still, I guess it is still early spring. So yeah, it would be kind of cold.
But like if there's a fire, I'll just place it on there just for a few minutes.
You would have to start your own fire.
Gotta start a fire.
Start a fire. There's an actual fire pit for you to warm
Okay.
up.
Yeah, I'll start a fire there and just put it on for a few minutes. Just put
Roll
it above
roll a
the
D20.
temperature. Okay. So if I burn the building down, 17.
Okay, you don't catch the bucket on fire.
Oh, I was assuming it was metal. I didn't think of that.
I hate to interrupt, but we've been rolling around, and I don't know if anybody else is. I'm not keeping track of EXP, and I really should have been.
For you, I'll get you some extra XP because you've been doing a lot of role playing, not a lot of extra rolling.
I mean, yeah, okay.
I have
'Cause
about
you-
500.
Okay.
You get a bunch of XP for rolling skill checks, and I'm gonna count like doing intelligence checks or whatnot as, like I'll count that as a skill check. So that's 25 XP.
Okay.
Okay, I'll drop that then.
But like since you guys are doing a lot of role playing, you'll get a lot of XP. Or,
We can ask between us 4 to see what everyone has to see.
yeah. I'm gonna try to keep everyone the same level of XP
Yeah,
at the
after
end.
the session, we can probably just figure out what we have and
Yeah.
determine after if we need to bump someone up or whatever.
Okay.
Okay. So we go back to. So she's teaching you how to kind of cook an eel, skin and cook an eel. She's pretty deft with her hands. Her hands are very calloused and muscular. It almost looks like she's actually wielded weapons before. You probably don't want to get into a fight with this lady. But she's also very nice.
Yeah, I don't see a reason to get in a fight with her at this point, so.
Yeah, she's secretly a level 20 retired.
So, what was your name? I'm asking the
Fuck, I didn't come up with a name for her.
sister. Sister, what was your name? Is sister okay?
Sister.
Sister.
No.
sister.
No, she's not Whoopi Goldberg.
It's sister.
Oh, Sister Act shit.
I love that movie.
Tia and Tamara.
We'll go with Sister. I'm just going off with normal human names right now. I didn't think of alien
No
names.
worries.
Rachel. Sister Rachel.
Alright, and
So
then-
you two are cleaning up. You're watching her cook dinner. You're, I don't know, doing something.
Maybe I'm working on my with my new axe, the petrified wood that I got. I'm
Okay.
gonna carve. See if I could do anything with it.
just playing around with it.
Yeah. just messing around.
Like fancy new axe. Like, yeah.
Yeah, let's dull that shit right away.
I'm just looking at it. Just trying to see
Well, the
yeah,
petrified
no.
wood is rock, basically. So
Ting.
you said dull right away. All right. So you've been having this long conversation with the man, right? He's being really shifty and cagey and not really answering your questions very well.
I think the only thing I would add to that is I would try to get information from him about does he find it suspicious that the moblins always know when the carts are leaving? But I would also like to drop hints that I know about a different tactic the army's going to use, and I'm not sure how it's going to work.
What do you mean? What do you mean the army's involved?
Well, they got to get their.
Why are you asking questions about the Moblins?
It's not so much asking questions about the moblins. I'm more worried about the people of the area. I mean, this new trick, man, it's pretty weird. Like, what I'm curious about is I know that instead of like doing the open like cart thing.
And then at that time, Duke Oak knocks on the door. Knock, knock, knock.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, don't tell him I told you anything about like the secret shipment.
Who is that?
This is Duke Oak. I'm looking for Era.
Era who?
Oh, that's me.
Era.
Yeah.
I thought your name was Aratu.
And it's too. These guys aren't that smart, so they can only remember the syllables. You know, they aren't refined gentlemen like you and myself who've been taught by the land. Got kind of more eyes than we need, you know. But
Wait, he's one of the soldiers?
yes,
Get out of here.
okay, I am. I don't know. You should check out what they're doing to the carts down there. The moblins don't really stand a chance, so maybe your woes will be over, and I'll leave them at that.
Okay, so
So on the walk there, Duke was thinking about it. So Era gets out.
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
Right. So yeah, Duke is
he
gonna.
slams the door behind you as you step out by the way.
All right. So while we're walking back,
Real quick, both roll a perception check, which is just a D20.
I got a 3.
That's 11.
11. You hear fuck moblins.
I heard what?
You hear fuck moblins.
These have to drive me nuts. So we
All
got.
right, so Duke would want to bring up with their so I talked to the captain earlier, and so just wondering, you've been walking around a lot. Have you seen anyone suspicious looking? Looks like they.
Oh hell yeah, boss! Listen, we're gonna need to watch the wagons tonight.
Okay, because the captain, it sounds like there's a spy working for the Moblins telling him where when the caravans go out.
I got suspicions on that. I don't know about this Randall guy. I mean, I could see that. I'm gonna say that we're safe enough away. That I just kind of got a feeling that something's on the up and up. Maybe he's just, common people of the earth, moron. But maybe.
This is Zelda's reference.
But I got this guy, I keep hearing about Wilson pop up. Now here's the thing. It's just like a hunting community. Most of these guys trade stuff. Everybody agrees you can get everything you want at Wilson's. Well, why isn't a selection more cultivated to promote, hunting? So who's all coming through here? Especially if stuff's not making it. So my suspicions are on either Randall or Wilson or the two working together. By the way, did you notice as we pulled up for a hunter, he ain't got shit hanging?
I haven't made my way in there yet.
No, it's
No,
outside.
in the front yard.
Oh, outside. Okay.
Yeah, how the hell are you selling skin? You ain't got any skin. So either A, he's making a rupee living by blowing strangers, or B, he's taking. I don't know, because the Moblins aren't taking anything from what I hear. So.
Were you around? Who overheard the concept of the? Oh, it was you. He told you that the moblin, all the Gainon's minions are chasing out the game.
Yeah, I'd bring that up.
So I mean, it's kind of hard to hunt if you don't have any game to hunt, right?
Yeah. So that's about where it is. So I told him, I'm going to be honest with you, I told him that maybe we're doing something different to the carts, and I'm kind of curious to see if Randall makes an appearance and just has a check on him or not.
Okay. So, Eric, can you do me a favor in the morning?
I'll do my best. I might have some business to tend to, but yeah.
Can you watch over the carts and see if someone's watching the carts in the morning?
Oh, yeah. I plan to kind of do something like that anyway.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Eric.
Yeah, no problem. I just don't know what I'll do for the rest of the evening, but where you guys hold up?
We're gonna camp out at the church tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I met the sister there. She's a nice broad. I didn't get her name, though.
Okay.
I'd be careful, because she got man hands.
What?
Never mind. I forget I'm working with soldiers here.
Young soldiers.
Okay. Then yeah, we'll make our way to the church.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess since we did the usual watch thing, Era at this point would take kind of like his opportunity to go watch, if that's all that's going to happen there.
All right, so you guys go up to the church. She welcomes you. Oh, welcome back, sir. I hope you were able to get through to Randall.
I would like to bug you about that, but I'm not sure what to get through to him on. You were right, though. He is a bit
But then she's like, but your friend gave us, was not willing to offer this eel, and so she brings out a pot. So it was like a stew. Actually, how big was the eel? I guess I never did say. Maybe it wasn't a stew.
Say, but I was proficient in
Fishing.
Fishing.
Yeah, she would have to make it into a stew to feed all 5 of you. The 4 of you and then herself.
Oh, I was about to say, is there someone we've never met that's been following
I mean,
us?
she's gonna feed you. If she's gonna use a lot of her own ingredients, she's probably gonna eat and cook for you. She'd probably eat some of it as well.
Just floating potato chunks in there.
No, it's a nice stew in there.
Bad memories of
Bad memories.
the potato music.
Potato.
Yeah, so
So yeah, you guys eat, and then I guess go to bed. I don't know.
but
starting
before we
get
go to
pretty
bed, I'm going to talk to Taryn and Elman.
late. Okay.
So I'm going to bring up the map, and then who's all really good at surveillance?
I am. I got surveillance and tracking.
And a raccoon is a very sneaky bastard.
Yeah, I'm sneaky good at breaking into shit, but I can't not.
Okay. I'll have me and Taryn scout out the camp, and then I'll have Elman also do the same thing that Era's doing. Watch over I'll let him know that there's a potentially a spy, and that knows about it. Yeah. So Elman, I'll be like, can you watch over the carts and not let anyone see you?
At this point, I'm with you guys, right?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
And then me and Taryn will go scout out the locations on the map.
Yeah. Do we want to watch the carts in shifts, or are we just...
Here's my thoughts. There's, let's be honest, there's not much they can do to the carts. You know? We're more interested in who'd be approaching the carts.
Sure.
I got my real bad suspicions on this dude at the edge of town. I mean, I don't know. I don't even think the nun feels too comfortable with him. And she seems like a nice enough chick, so... something's up. I don't know. That's about all I got a feeling of. So I kind of wonder if we should watch from maybe that angle.
Yeah, so I was going to have you two be at separate locations watching them. So we got
Also
two.
kind of got a big area surrounding
Yeah, big
us.
area. And yeah, me and Taryn are going to we're going to split up.
Well, we'd have to figure out some kind of way to signal
Yeah.
one another, too.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, so I'll have you two work together. And
Yeah, we can figure
yeah.
out on our way over there, we can figure out basic
Yeah.
signaling
Yeah.
and...
You know those Moby things that almost killed your ass last night? If you can make a noise like one of them, we can, like, communicate back and forth.
Yeah.
Should we try to set a trap on the carts or on the wagons, or just? let them
But
know
just
if they-
observe them for now.
Yeah, I think we're just
Yeah,
looking
'cause
for
that-
potential spies.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
They usually just park them all together here at this place, right here.
What, the wagons?
Yeah.
Yeah, the wagons are all kind of in the same area, getting repaired.
Yeah, so we discuss a plan, and then we go to bed, and then wake up and start the plan.
So are you guys watching the wagons overnight then, or?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to have everyone get sleep first.
You are fully healed of SDC damage.
Yeah,
You had a nice long rest. I don't know how much it actually is, but you didn't have that much done to
I
you.
think I wrote it down on a separate sheet, so I didn't mess up this one, so I'm just gonna...
Do you need note cards? I have tons of note cards.
No, I've got one here. I've got some more. I'll replenish that, too.
Okay.
Can I use my escape artist thing in a reverse way? So we actually could set up like little noise traps or something if somebody gets to messing with them?
So you want to set up like a...
Even if it's just like a fine string with bells.
You don't really have anything like that on you? You have rope, but you don't have like string or bells.
I,
You'd have to go to Wilson's Wares.
yeah, but I'm
You're
sure
just
there's-
trying to push us to go meet with this weirdly chin, ham-handed man.
Yeah, so
No, you guys keep wanting to buy stuff, and that's where he has it.
yeah,
Why do
so-
I feel like he's the kind of NPC that's going to show up in every town that we've never seen in Nerds? Like, even in the shop, he doesn't walk around. He's just standing there awkwardly, but every town we go to, he's just...
No, he has to walk around
He's
and
there
grab stuff
before
off the
us.
shelves or
Oh,
out of crates or whatever.
Shouldn't have used that disconcerting type of NPC. This just...
No, you guys wanted to do shopping this session, so I had to come up with an NPC, and I'm like, I'll grab the guy from the Zelda CDI game.
Before we go to bed, what's the plan for tomorrow? When is our armor?
So,
Armor will be done around noon.
No, I know.
yeah. So we're gonna do the scouting in the morning.
Like early morning?
Yeah, early morning as soon as we wake up. Because I want to get the camp location on my map, so we know exactly where it is.
Okay.
And then I'm probably gonna visit the
Wilson's Wares?
Yeah, Wilson's Wares. Yeah, and then pick up the armors for everyone, and then meet up with the captain again.
Maybe we should meet this weird... Oh, wait, no, I wouldn't know about the wizard yet.
No. Oh, who knows about the wizard is Ratu.
Yeah.
Oh, and me.
That's not true. Yeah.
Because I talked to the captain.
Oh, yeah, because
That's right, yeah, you two talked.
Yeah, I would have told you guys about him. Apparently, he turned the captain to a newt once. He got better, though.
That guy's powerful.
He's got newt magic.
Yeah, he's got powerful newt magic.
For the record, your characters also be kind of impressed because there's like no magic in this setting.
Yeah, it's like super low magic.
Yeah.
So it's like... It's a witch.
Okay, so we're just gonna go to bed and then go to morning.
All right. You don't have to set watch because you're in a nice locked building.
Yeah.
You wake up to smoke. Somebody set the building.
Yeah.
up.
Oddly enough, this will be the first time in a while where we're all asleep instead of doing shifts.
Everyone roll a d20, by the way.
6.
13.
We're going for a low or high.
Just give me a number. 1?
I got a
19.
1.
19. Okay, anyone who rolled under a 10, you guys get really bad nightmares. You get really bad nightmares, though, with a 1.
Dang.
Just all them eagles, just eating nightmares.
Yeah, eagles coming out of the doorway.
It's like that scene from Majora's Mask where Link is running from the Deku, except it's like 1,000 eagles.
Oh.
1,000 movies.
God, yeah. that was
You wake up in a
terrifying.
sweat.
Your legs are tired because you were sleep.
Yeah,
walking
sleep
here. Like, why am I so tired?
You also wake up and then immediately get a Charlie horse.
Oh.
Like, ah!
Well, you rolled a 1.
That would suck so bad.
Alright, so you guys wake up. It's your military trained, so you're used to like naturally waking up like right before dawn. What would you wake up around then, or are you trained in that regard, or?
I would just say disciplined if you'd allow it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I would get up, and the first thing I want to look at is go and investigate those carts.
Yeah.
I'll follow him out.
Nobody's touched the carts. It's still nobody. A lot of people are still asleep. There's a couple guards that do patrol. They kind of wave at you.
Using my survival wilderness, I kind of want to look for tracks around them that are out of the ordinary.
Can I assist him in this?
Yes.
I'm
You
gonna
also
need-
have tracking.
No, but I have like the wilderness thing.
Yeah, the wilderness.
Yeah, you have a wilderness survival.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would that just give him like...
No, you just roll as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I rolled a 42 over 30. Which
34.
Rolled a 34.
What's your skill?
40, because it's base 30, I have plus 10.
Yeah, that's a power fluctuation. It happens. It's really windy. Computer didn't shut off though, so that's good.
Yeah, apparently trees fell down in the backfield behind my house.
They actually buried the power lines around here, so
I think they did that.
we've only ever lost power like
Too.
twice living here. All right, so you rolled a 34 under what?
40, I think, so it's base 30, it's got plus 10.
Okay, and you have
42 and I'm at 30.
okay between your two guys' rolls, you see it's good enough to pass, but the only tracks you see are the people that were there the day before.
Okay, so we can assume relatively decently no one came up in the middle of the night to...
Correct.
Okay. Good thing we didn't waste the night watching the cards.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
And
then me and
Duke
Taryn.
and Taryn are off to the woods. Are you gonna wear your chainmail for this? Because this will actually affect your stealth abilities.
It's
Yeah,
it's
I
the
guess I
soldier
won't.
section.
Yeah, we're doing a quick in and out. That's what it should be.
Okay.
You have a -5 now.
Do you guys have any prowl skills?
Prowl.
I don't think I do.
You do.
Yeah.
Prowl is stealth.
Yeah.
I got surveillance and wilderness survival. Those are probably the only
Okay,
two.
since you two have surveillance, I won't have you do prowl. If you didn't have surveillance, I would need a prowl check. But since you two have surveillance, I'm not going to have you roll. Because you know how to be kind of sneaky while trying to keep an eye out for stuff. So, roll.
Well, hold on. Before we go there,
Yeah.
I want to talk to Duke.
Okay.
I think it might be a good idea to maybe stage a couple of carts leaving. Or at least make it look like somebody's trying to leave early in the morning. If somebody's here watching, then they'll at least report to whoever our little lumber friends.
Okay,
Set up the
yeah, so I like that idea. When we get together again, when we get back from scouting, we'll do that.
Okay, I was going to say maybe we should do that before scouting, just that way it makes it look like... Because you got to think, everything we've heard says roughly 3 to 7, add a third or whatever to that. So let's say that we're dealing with about 15 guys. The less that are in the base and the more that are watching the roads, maybe the better opportunity we have for moving. That's my only thought.
I like that idea.
Yeah, that's a pretty good
Because
idea.
you set up a wagon like it's about to leave town, loading up supplies, and then somebody's going to go running to tell them.
Okay, yeah, we'll do a quick surveillance, and then I'll have you two keep observing, and then me and Taryn will stage a cart moving out and have you guys watch.
So you do that before or after surveillance?
So we'll go do the surveillance first,
Okay.
and then when we get back, we'll do that.
Okay. So, the map area is pretty big. Or it's not the area you're looking for is it's really hard to tell where they're coming from, but they have an idea of like 4 different sections. So I want you guys to roll. What's your surveillance skill? And do you guys have
35?
Do you either of you have track humanoids or track something?
I have tracking. I have tracking for 30. And
Nope, I don't have tracking.
Okay. Duke, roll your surveillance skill.
Oh, 7.
Right, Taryn, roll your surveillance
Nice.
and combine it with your tracking skill. Yep, the percentile.
65.
And what's your skills combined?
65.
So you pass. You pass, barely. Duke, since you rolled so well, you guys find the camp in the first try.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
It's not a clearing, but there's like tents hung up on trees. And your roll was good enough to actually see with surveillance. There are... Actually, I should turn this on. Make sure I have the right enemies up on screen. Yep, I do. All right. You see 4 orange moblins. That's the official art from Zelda 2. Yes, Mitch.
Just like hug monsters.
Yeah. You see 2 orange Goriyamas. Those are the boomerang guys. And you see 2 red dealers around the camp. They're in various states of sleeping and awareness, but like the way they're sleeping is they're sleeping up, setting up. So it's not like it's kind of an open area, but it's not like a big clearing. And they're not in the more open area. There is 1 tent.
Okay. So then we'll. So we find the camp,
Yep.
and we're making our way back.
Cool.
And then you guys.
I
are
want
watching.
both of you to roll a percentile die now.
I'm thinking maybe we don't need to do the carriage thing just yet then.
18.
38.
As you guys try to sneak away, Ruben steps on a dry branch. Sorry, not Ruben. Taryn steps on his dry branch, and one of the one of the dealers starts heading your way. But it's not going very slow. It's like very suspicious. Do you guys want to try to sneak out, or do you just want to book it? Keep in mind, neither of you really have your equipment with you.
Yeah. So we're definitely gonna
Book it.
try. Well, if it doesn't, essentially no. I feel like don't this way. We'll try to divert our path, and then keep trying to stealth away. Because if only one notices, and it's just like suspicious.
Sure. Okay.
It fails to really follow you, so.
Okay. Yeah. Because if we just started booking it,
Zigzag.
that'd make a lot of noise. Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are able to lose it. It rolled pretty badly.
Okay. Cool.
Especially since it doesn't have a tracking skill.
We covered our tracks
Yeah.
on the way out.
Yeah, we had a path in front of us that was nothing but fallen trees. Be like, nope, not this way.
So yeah, there's the camp of moblins that might be the ones attacking the wagons that happen here.
Hey, so then I'll meet up with Era and Elman and tell them.
It's not that hard of a name to remember. It's the man.
Yeah. Well, I always have to look at it and let them know what I saw. Like, would I know if we would be able to take that on or not?
Maybe not in a straight up one-on-one fight, but you guys might have the advantage if you get a jump on them.
Yeah. Okay. I would ask.
You fought moblins before.
Yeah.
Down south in your training, right? You would have to go around and help. So, with the exception of the dealers, you've never seen the dealers before. You fought Tektites, but not dealers.
Yeah.
You don't know anything about them. They're just big ass spiders, so it's kind of horrifying. But the moblins, one-on-one, are not that great.
Maybe we could get like one or two other guards in town to assist us.
Yeah.
Since it's
So.
close.
So I bring it up with these guys. Then I'm going to go to the captain again.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Yeah, it should be you've taken enough time searching around. It could probably take you a couple hours to try and find.
Yeah. So I'm going to go to the captain and let him know of our plan. I'm not just going to grab a cart and start moving it.
So,
and let him know.
you're trying to lure out the spy.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Did you find?
Eric came up with that.
Were you able to find the camp?
Yes. And I marked it on the map for him.
What's their forces look like?
Yeah. So it looks like 4 orange moblins, 2 orange origamas, Goriyamas, and then 2 red dealers.
Damn. That's more. Are you sure? It was that many?
Yeah, that's what I saw.
I thought there was less, or I thought there were going to be. Yeah, I thought there were less of them.
Well,
All right.
Yeah, so we might need some help with that.
I don't know.
I've never messed with the red dealers before. Familiar with the moblins.
The dealers they're tough, but they don't hit that hard. Just don't let them bite you. They got nasty poison in their bites.
How many are we total soldiers there? Like with the
You are 3 soldiers. There's about 15 men at arms.
Oh, okay.
We can overrun them with numbers.
Am I here at this point, or is this kind of like a?
Well, if you get, I don't know. Did you follow them into the captain's quarters?
I was thinking it would just be me going to talk to the captain, and then I would inform you guys. So the captain is in favor.
Yeah, well, the captain. So you're in the room still talking. Is that the idea? Is you want to try to help use the guards to help attack?
Yeah.
He seems hesitant about that. It's like these guys really aren't trained. They're just gonna. I don't want to throw them into a meat grinder.
Okay. So how about let's try to do the fake cart thing.
The fake cart thing, I'm good for. But we've noticed we've tried something similar. The moblins never seem to. They never want to attack the town. They always wait until the wagons are a certain distance away to attack the wagons.
Okay. So.
Well, the goal is to find out who's alerting them.
Yeah. So we'll continue with the move the cart out and see if the 2 observers will find who's alerting them.
All right. Yep. No, that'll work.
Yeah. I'd like to kind of split them up somehow. So, do you have any numbers of how many people are attacking the carts?
We only what they attack in an ambush because we have to go through a wooded area. So they'll hop out of they'll attack from the trees and they'll use range. They'll throw spears and boomerangs to knock out our guards, and then they'll come in and destroy the wagons.
Okay.
We've had to stop sending the wagons as often.
Yeah.
Or obviously we've had to stop entirely. The first couple times they actually did kill several of our horses, pulling the wagons.
Oh. Do you have any archers?
Not particularly.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we have hunters, but they're
Because
more of trappers than they are with the bow, though.
I'm wondering if we could haul a cart out there and instead of hauling cargo, just have a bunch of archers in the back.
Pop up and just fire a ball.
Yeah.
We don't actually have good enough. We have tons of like bear traps, though. If you want to try to use that,
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll bring it.
you'll have to convince Wilson swears, but I think I can help you talk him down.
Okay. I'm gonna talk with my party, and we'll do the cart thing.
So you're gonna prep. Well, I'll get some of the guards to help you get the carts prepped to look like they're not quite ready to leave yet, but we can at least make them look like they're ready to leave.
Okay. So yeah. Right. So that sounds like the plan. So I'll go inform these two. We're continuing with Era's plan, and then me and Taryn will help prep the cart and We'll start helping them as much as we can, but we're not fully helping them. We're mostly observing the people who are going around. So we're observing, and then we're having outside observers.
So, Elman and Taryn, Elman and Aratu, do you guys have any tracking skills, or what skills would they be called?
I got track humanoid. I just found out I had because I didn't read my sheet right.
What? There's a skill that lets you like observe things. What's that skill called?
Surveillance?
Yeah.
It's not quite. I guess you two would. No.
I don't have surveillance though.
It wouldn't be.
But
It's how you can like track. I don't remember what it's called because I was hoping you guys
I
had your
think
character
tracking
sheets.
is a skill.
It's tracking, but it's trying to find people in a crowd.
Oh.
That wouldn't be streetwise?
No, that's like criminal, like trying to find like where the Hell's Angels hangs out. Would it be under rogue skills? Or rouge skills for all the WoW players who can't spell rogue?
Track humanoids is a thing.
Concealment, pickpockets, streetwise,
Rogue.
use recognized players.
Espionage?
Oh, under espionage?
Yeah.
That might be under espionage, yeah, you're right. Espionage is the category. 51. Horsemanship. Nope, no, went past. Detect ambush, detect conceal and traps.
I think it's either track humanoid or streetwise.
Disguise, forgery, imitate voices, impersonation. Pick locks, pickpockets, sniper. Yeah, track humanoids would be one. Also, if you have to detect concealment and traps, I'd also let you roll on that.
Interrogation techniques.
So, if you have either detect humanoid, so Elman and Aratun, if you have detect track humanoids or detect ambush or traps, I'll let you roll on those skills.
I don't.
Okay.
If we could swap, because I believe.
Well, you're probably, since you actually have a boat, you're probably on top of a building, I would assume.
True. But I don't have any.
Just roll a percentile die then.
Okay. 27.
David?
I got 44.
Okay, both of you don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Now I want Duke, Oak, and Terran. Sorry, I have to go through player names. I want you guys both roll on surveillance.
Yeah, it makes sense. All of us can see what's going down.
10.
18.
18. All right. Well,
Yeah, 10. Holy
10
crap.
and 18. That's a
We're
decent rolls.
observing.
Duke, you still don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Terran, however,
Oh, these are great. I can see a donut shop up ahead.
Oh shit, is that a Dunkin'?
you do see someone suspicious, but you can't quite catch who it is.
How
He's
far
kind of blending into the crowd.
am I close?
Yeah, we
We're together?
We're pretty close to each other.
Break his leg.
Yeah, since you two are kind of like working with the wagon, like pretending to work with the wagon, those two are,
So-
surveilling from afar. They have more of a wide view. They just missed it.
Give Duke the signal to let him know we've got somebody.
Okay, so we gotta,
Like a pull on the ear or something.
yeah, pull out the ear.
A real obvious ear pull.
Yeah.
It's the Q-tips.
Yeah.
The Casino Royale opening scene. Take your hand away from your fucking ear.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you two see the ear thing?
I guess you would know it. He wouldn't know it.
I would
'Cause
know the
we're-
signals because I'd be surveilling, but also like looking at these two in case they
Yeah.
do spot something.
Okay, so you see it.
Okay. I'm gonna wait to see if
Do you
of them
try to
points.
point it out or?
Yeah, I'll point it out to.
Yeah.
Once I'm obviously seeing him, so I'm letting him know. Like,
Yeah.
Are you how are you pointing it out without trying to be too obvious?
Um,
Or you know what? Roll a d20. See how obvious you are.
I'll watch for him showing Duke where the direction is, and I'll kind of try to look that way.
15.
Okay, you're not super obvious about it, but does he notice? Oh, he absolutely notices what you're doing. And he books it. Or he
Okay.
doesn't book it. He blends back into the crowd and disappears and kind of walks away. You do, however, notice it's not a fat guy.
So I guess I'll come up with to Duke and be like, "Did you see who I was?"
Well,
He took off.
after pointing it out, did I get a chance to see it?
Did
Roll a
everybody?
d20.
Did I get a chance to look if I was looking for heads?
18.
What's your... Oh, shit. I guess, yeah, we'll just do straight d20 roll. Yeah, you notice it as well, but again, since you rolled not well enough on your surveillance, you only catch him, backing away. You give me a d20 then, Elman.
Okay. I figure since I'm up higher, like you said, on top of the building too.
You absolutely saw him.
Oh.
But again, you rolled so bad on your tracking.
Can I try to, if I am on top of buildings, try to move along rooftop to try to get closer or a better vantage point?
You're already kind of on the corner of a building, and so you got kind of an open area. It's almost in the middle of the street that they're repairing these wagons because there's no traffic. So traffic is the wagons.
Yeah.
So you're already on the corner of a building, kind of overlooking all the wagons, and he's on the same side of the street. And you saw he was on the same side of the street as you, down 7 or so buildings, and so he kind of just ducks around the corner of the building.
Can I see a Ratu for where I'm at?
Yes.
Can I not
The
subtly?
Ratoon is on the ground by kitty corner to you.
Can I not subtly signal to him and point that direction?
Were you keeping an eye out on him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just in case, because he's in a better point to if we're gonna chase someone down, he's probably the best person
he's
for it.
the person in the best position right now.
Yeah, he's closest and he's probably faster than the rest of
I'm
us.
actually skilled at running.
So yeah, he you see him pointed out, and you give chase.
Yeah, we definitely give chase.
If he's doing that, I'm gonna try to move along rooftops in the same direction.
You are not. You can't do hardcore parkour.
Can I just run and hope I don't slip?
So you want to risk dying? I guess
Falling off a building won't kill you; it'll just break a rib, and you'll be laying in the street going,
well, if you land wrong, it'll break a leg or land on your head.
"I'll risk it." Because if he needs assistance,
Do you have acrobatics
I think
or
so.
gymnastics?
There was gymnastics. I have gymnastics.
No, I couldn't take gymnastics. It gave me the restriction on that.
Oh yeah.
But I have running
Yep.
and athletics.
Yeah,
But you don't have
gymnastics.
acrobatics.
No. I couldn't take gymnastics. It specifically said I am restricted from taking.
Then I won't give you that option since you couldn't take anything that you're good at, like running and like powerlifting and whatnot, but you can't, or not powerlifting. That's be bodybuilding. You're good at athletics, but you're not good at gymnastics. And what I would say would be gymnastics would be like trying to leap from building to building.
Yeah. Could I?
You have to come down.
Okay. I'm gonna come down and then chase after
Yeah.
as best I can.
Okay.
All right.
Well-
So yeah, me and Taryn would definitely do the
Who's
same thing.
so you two are close to the wagon.
Yeah.
You are like kitty corner to the building, but you're on the opposite side of the road, but you also have a clear path, whereas you are probably surrounded by people.
Yeah.
How fast are each of you?
Which one's speed again?
I think it's literally speed.
It's a little more
One.
speed.
I
Oh,
would-
look at that. 30.
So you go 30 feet
I
a
just don't
second.
know where it is. Where's it?
That's the bottom of the. It's the
Yep,
skills.
24.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah,
nine.
yeah.
It's
I'm
below
definitely the
PB.
slowest person. 14.
9. I'm slower.
Oh, jeez. I thought I was the slowest person.
All right. Well, since even though you're the fastest, you're on top of a building, so it takes you.
I figured Assassin's Creed slap into a bunch of hay and then roll off into the ground and chase after a raccoon who's already running.
All right. Roll a percentile. Of that. Do you? Yeah. Roll a percentile. Let's see what
I'm
happens.
aiming for my back so I don't break any of like my. I don't break my bow. I'm landing on my back, hugging the bow. I don't
Okay.
want to break that thing. 19.
Ooh. Nice.
Roll a d20.
17.
All right. You land on your feet. There's no bales of hay.
Oh.
However, because you jumped off a building, you rolled high enough that you. Oh, do you have roll with punch? Actually,
I have +1 to roll with punch and fall.
okay. So that 17 will be an 18, and you are capable of rolling with that because I rolled to see if I actually hit you.
Okay.
If the ground hit you.
The ground's punching back.
So you are capable of rolling. Give me another d20.
Okay. 16.
You narrowly avoid rolling into the corner of the building next to you.
I'll right myself and then.
So, but
Chase
that's your actions. You've already taken off running, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you run across the building and you easily catch up with him because he wasn't trying to run.
Okay.
Oh. That's handy. I was going to hamstring him with an arrow if he was.
No, he wasn't running. He was being sneaky.
Yeah, he's just blending into the crowd.
You guys actually just rolled well enough to see through his prowl. He was being sneaky and blending into the crowd. You guys, actually, it was Taryn who rolled high enough to see him.
Yep.
So I did catch up with him?
You did catch up with him.
Body check. Stab him in the neck.
But when you catch him, he's walking nonchalantly, like nothing's wrong. Yeah. And his back is towards you.
All right.
Are you gonna grab him? Are you gonna?
No, I'm gonna. I know that he knows what he looks like, right?
He rolled too
said
low
I
on his
saw him.
tracking. You saw him,
Yes.
Shit.
and you know he's not a big fat guy, so it can't be Wilson.
Well, I'm sure these two saw us taking off, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're making our way
Yeah.
that way.
so we can have someone who could positively identify him at least.
Not really positively identify.
90%.
You all saw kind of what he looked like.
Well, I know that we're all taking off, right?
Yeah, you all took off after him.
Okay. And we're all headed in the general right direction.
Yeah.
That much I'd be aware of. Okay, so I'm going to run past. And now, is there a chance that this guy might be Randall? You never gave me a good description of him.
Well, his back's towards you.
No, but
You
never gave me a physical.
didn't roll high enough to see his description of him.
It'd be funny if it's random.
No, I was sitting right in front of Randall. I was literally in his
Yeah,
house.
you were, yes, but you didn't get it. Since you rolled too low on your tracking skill, you didn't get a good view until Mitch or Elman pointed him out. And
What
at
I'm
that
s-
point, he started
This
taking
person
off.
that I'm chasing,
Yes,
does it look like it could be Randall?
possibly.
Okay, fair enough. I'm going to run past him,
Yeah.
knowing these guys are bringing up the effect, get a relatively safe distance ahead of him, and stop and turn to the person and be like, "Hey, did you see somebody run through here?
It is Randall.
I'm glad I ran into you. Hey, I need your help.
Why are you running?
Look, I think we know what's going on with the carts.
You do?
No, I think we do. Potato music, remember?
No, what?
Oh, god damn it, Randall. Now's not the time. Which way did she go?
She?
Yeah. Come on, man. The only other chick in town's been the nun that we run into.
You've seen other women around town. You're just not
Not with knockers like this. Randall, how are you a hunter? You really are lonely in that shack. Now, I'm just stalling for them to catch up. And if I
He
see...
hasn't stopped his pace, by the way.
No, but I'm just like kind of walking back. Come on, you know this.
I didn't see anyone else running. Just you. Are you going for like a morning jog or something?
No, the person that was running in front of you.
There was no one running.
They
You
were
the
going
one
really
who was running?
fast.
No, they weren't. What are you talking about? I'm
Well, they're
confused.
fast enough that you didn't see them.
Why are you... What?
Are they caught up yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Randall will help us.
What? I don't
Yeah.
want to deal with soldiers.
No, it's okay, man. This is for your own protection.
My own protection, they keep letting the wagons get destroyed.
Dude, the guy ran right past you and you didn't notice it.
There wasn't anyone running. Yes, you ran past me.
And she had big knockers.
What? No, you have big knockers? What?
No, just come with us, Randall. We'll keep you safe.
No, I'm not coming with you.
I'm afraid you're going to have to.
No.
Come on. Randall, I don't want to get hurt here.
You don't want to get hurt. I'm
Yeah.
not threatened by the guards. They can't keep anyone safe.
Randall, is that a weapon under your coat?
No.
Why are you armed?
I'm not armed.
God damn it. Where did it go?
I'm not armed.
Fellas, this guy definitely had a dagger. I think he's scared of something. We're going to have to take him in.
Hey,
Dirty contact ticks. I like it.
Randall's not black. What are you talking about?
Oh, he's got his head. He's got a hoodie.
No, actually, he's
got
not.
a
He
ski
didn't
mask
even
on.
bother putting on like a... He's not wearing a cloak or anything. He just looks like he's wearing normal, like hunting wear.
Okay, so we'll come in at the part where you say he has a dagger. Then immediately tackle him and try to restrain him.
Nail on his neck. I can't breathe.
Yeah, but like bow drawn, like a cop always stands back with the taser.
Well, all right,
So,
so
dude tackles.
yeah, me and Taryn will tackle.
Okay, well, roll an attack roll. Both of you.
Oh, me too.
Is that a
No, the
Oh
people who are
jeez,
attacking.
I rolled a 3. I tripped.
14?
Okay. No, you tackle him. You tripped.
Yeah.
You didn't fall down though. You just
I thought low numbers were.
no.
Oh, no, for
to hit
attacking.
you have to roll
That's
at least a
right,
5.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
So I would give I had to Elman. I look up and be like, yeah, this is the guy
Okay.
that you pointed out. But I'll try to be discreet. So
What's going on? What? I don't. What? Let me go. I didn't do anything. I'm just walking around town. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, Duke would be like, what? Why were you watching over the carts like that?
What do you mean? I was just walking around town. I saw you guys ready to move the carts. I was concerned. The mobs keep attacking the carts.
You're acting very suspicious around the carts. You made us stand out, so that's why we chased you down.
You four idiots are sitting around the carts like sore thumbs. That's just as suspicious.
Can I rummage through his
We're
pockets?
guards. We're supposed to watch
Sure,
over the
you-
carts.
I'm turning all of
Do
his
you have
pockets
pickpocket?
out. No,
I do.
I'm not trying to pickpocket. I'm just like, I'm gonna walk up and like reach hand in pocket and just empty everything.
Okay.
While he's doing that, can I use the pickpocket to see if I can get anything?
You sure?
Okay.
I'm trying to see if he's got anything that's like
Mainly, I just don't want you to get stuck with a needle or
a
something.
gift from a moblin kind of thing, like a
Damn.
severed head or something.
Which
I rolled
roll?
an 84.
Oh yeah. You find nothing. You roll a percentile die.
Okay. Ooh, 80.
8?
80.
80.
Oh,
Yeah.
You go to try and pull out his turn out his pockets, and just had a great idea.
No.
you're a newt.
Oh, okay.
Just a wizard off the corner. Newt.
No, I was gonna have you rip off his pants if I did, but I rolled the nat 20. So
Keep
you
them stitches.
you start ripping out his pockets.
My pocket.
You rip out the first pocket. Like, uh-oh. What are you doing? Why you destroy my pants? What's wrong with you?
Soldiers, Randall. I told you to keep it calm.
I don't like soldiers. I don't like soldiers. I don't like the guards.
Do we
What?
find anything suspicious on him as we're... No.
That was an 84.
Well, I mean, if I'm taking all of his pockets out...
Yeah, you still don't find anything.
You know, we should really take him into the barracks. Maybe requisition a replacement of pants for him.
Yeah,
Take it
because
to
I was going to go to the captain, let him
Captain.
know after we got him restrained.
Yeah, take him to the captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to play it off like it. Nothing bad's happening here. You're not being arrested or detained. Where were we outfitting
We're
you?
some shitty soldiers.
What?
We're horrible people.
You're soldiers. You're not police.
He looks suspicious, and we just tackle the shit out of him and break his clothes.
You rip his clothes.
All right, so you take him to the captain of the guard, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
What the hell are you doing with Randall? Sorry, I'm laughing. He's not.
Sir, he looked suspicious eyeing the carts.
Randall always looks suspicious.
Well, he was looking extra suspicious this time. And
What's your goal with them?
What made him stand out to me that I saw him to begin with?
yeah, I was going to
That's a
say,
good
what
question.
would
I
Terran-
didn't
Because you made me.
Yeah, you
roll
rolled
when
on-
I saw him.
Being
He
suspicious.
was being suspicious, actually. Yeah, he was trying to like look around the corner of the building, kind of keeping it like he was just being weird about.
Your Honor, maybe it'd be appropriate to detain Randall while you ask us questions and we can give you the evidence of what's going on here. It would probably be calmer for you, Randall, too.
You guys are bastards.
We're going to get you new pants with better pockets.
Well, unless he's actually helping the moblins, then we're gonna.
Well, we still want new pants because, Randall, that's not a good look for you,
I mean, we
man.
could bury him in some new pants. Yeah.
Yeah. So could we at least get Randall out of the room for a minute?
So yeah, he's like, oh, he grabs one of the guards, like, oh, restrain Randall. Take him to a different room. Randall's screaming the whole way. It's like, this is bullshit.
Okay. And then
I didn't do anything. You guys are assholes. You're gonna let more people get killed. Okay, what is going on? This is what the captain says to you. What was Randall doing that made you guys tackle him and apparently half rip off his pants?
he was eyeing the carts and looking very suspicious.
That's it.
He was watching his back. He was not helping at all with the carts.
We were looking for spies, and he was
He's
being suspicious.
Most spy-like person.
Is that all you have?
Your Honor, if I may. Look, not only is he being suspicious, this is a community, right? And I'm sure that you as a captain of the guard have noticed that most of these members of the community are working together.
Keep it to 5 words or less.
Why the hell isn't he helping? And also, why is he actively avoiding helping, yet taking note of every movement we're doing, including the movement of your boys?
Why was Randall there to begin with?
Dang it.
Yeah, dude hates guards, dude hates people, dude hates nuns. All of them right there. He should be having like an anaphylactic shock or something.
Yeah.
From what Era told me, he likes to spend his time out onto the outskirts of town.
Does he raise goats?
Does he raise goats? I don't know. That's what Jim. I don't want to know where that question's going. I think I know where it's going, but we're not going to go there. All right, fine. We'll question and interrogate Randall.
If I may, Your Honor, maybe we be allowed to go and investigate Randall's property. We're not going to go wreck anything.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, would you please keep him detained at least until we get back?
I'm trying to think as a GM. Do you have any way to convince the captain to let you choose to do this?
Well, here's the deal: is if you let
No,
him,
your character.
that's what I'm saying. If you let him loose,
No, I'm not talking about you in character. I'm talking about would your character want to try to prove that he's capable of doing this?
capable of searching things.
Yes. If you know what I mean.
No, I do, and I'm trying to think of a discreet way to. He would discreetly, like readjust his clothes and
Oh, he would actually.
yeah, give a flash of that.
Okay.
Flash a little cheese.
His eyes go real wide real quick. Actually, you three roll perception.
What's perception?
Just D20.
Okay.
That's a
That's
6.
right. This game doesn't have that, does it?
18.
I added it from Nightbane, but it's only modified by your IQ score. What'd you roll?
18.
You notice his eyes go wide real quick, but then that's about it. He's like, all right, fine. You guys can go search Randall's premises. We'll hold him for now.
And then Duke's going to bring up, while he's detained, is there any carts ready? Because
No.
I wonder if we send a cart out if it'll get attacked. Then that'll prove he's a spy.
If we had carts ready, we wouldn't even send them out as is. Not while the moblin camps around. Not while those moblins are around, because we don't want to risk any more of our wagon pulling animals.
How much is a cart?
Oof. How much is a cart?
I think more money we got.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I have no idea how much a cart is. What would a cart be?
I had an idea for a surprise attack on the camp if we got the whole town to assist us. They all wouldn't have to assist in the fight.
A
They
wagon
just have to assist
or a
in,
small car? Oh, okay. That's how much
preparation.
SDC it has.
Didn't we come in with a cart?
No.
No, yeah. We were on foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't care about wards on wagons.
Magical wagons. Why do the wise men have, like, it's the same amount of wise men as there's towns? If there was a surplus of wise men, they could travel with the caravans and it'd be fine.
Actually, on our way out to search Homeboy's place, do you want to go and try to maybe talk to this wise man? I have it on good authority he might be willing to listen to us.
If he doesn't turn me into a newt.
I mean, would that be so bad? You could sneak into small places.
I've never seen a newt fire a bow.
I've never seen a newt get shot by a bow. I've seen newts cooked. I've seen newts caught. But if you keep your human intelligence...
I have no idea what a wagon or something like
As
that
a
costs.
That's a good question. Do you?
It just says I can only find SDC, so how much damage it takes.
Do you keep your personality when you become something else?
I don't know. I think in the name of science, we might be willing to risk this because we've proven that he can change. You can get better, so he doesn't need to actively change you. So if he does get changed to a newt,
Who became a newt? Who was transferred?
Captain of the guard.
remember he was telling us that the captain of the guard got changed to a newt, but he got better.
But we don't know how long it takes to get better, quote unquote. Because maybe it takes like 7 days, and after like on the 6th day, you're still mostly human, but you got like newt fingers or something. So it's like you're kind of useless.
Can you ask him if he was himself as the newt, or was he just?
What if we
Did
just
he-
to
did he
make
blank?
Randall become the newt? He's got a strong personality. If he's a newt, we'd see him throwing a fit as a newt.
That's a good point. And I don't think the captain wants to be bothered with this anymore. I still think we should go talk to the wise men. Tell them that Randall sent us, possibly. Or we're here on behalf of Randall, because that's technically true. Because it didn't sound like Randall liked wise men either.
Didn't sound like Randall liked anything.
Maybe that's why he sucks at hunting.
Can we go check the carts? Maybe Randall was around to make sure nothing. He didn't do anything to the cart.
He wasn't close enough to do anything.
Yeah, he was pretty far.
I cannot find how much a wagon costs in Palladium Fantasy, so I'm going to say more money than you currently have.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I mean, if,
500 rupees.
if a sword is 45, I imagine a cart is like
1500.
yeah, easily
I
1500.
can tell you how much SDC it has, but
Okay.
Well, they're gonna expect the cart to go out soon. So
Yeah.
we gotta hurry up and come up with a plan.
Well, if Randall was the spy, he wouldn't have had time to message.
No, but
True.
carts are going out every day, aren't they?
no, they stopped for a while.
Yeah.
Look, we go talk to this wise guy. We
All
go
of
ser-
all their wagons and carts are broken.
we,
This wise guy.
we go search Randall's stuff. He's got to have some kind of a hint if he is working with people.
Whoa.
We go back. We purposely set up to track Randall. Let Randall go, see where he goes. I'm willing to bet he's not going to his house.
But what if he's like actually completely innocent?
He's still a dick.
What if he's actually completely innocent? We've tipped off the spy
Well, he's obviously
to our presence and our intentions.
Oh, they already knew that we were here, I think. So
Oh,
if he's
yeah.
completely innocent, he goes home, he chills the hell out. If he's not, he's going to go talk to somebody. And also, if he's not, he's going to go run his mouth to somebody because multiple times in the conversation he said we.
True. Although I do think Randall does need to go talk to somebody about some of his issues. That man needs
Well, I don't think it's who he's
at
talking
least
to
a drinking
now.
buddy.
So, okay, so there you go. We go talk to the Goomba. We go check the house. Then we come back, release Randall, watch where he goes, go deal with whatever bad influence he's got, then take him out for drinks.
Unless he becomes a newt.
Then we don't give him alcohol. Maybe water and a piece of lettuce. And we watch him for the 7 days that it takes him to convert back.
We could do that.
So what's your guys' plan? I wasn't paying attention.
We're gonna go talk to this weird man that lives in this lady's basement.
Check out his house, Randall's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which order?
All right.
What do you think,
So
Captain?
I'm thinking. So which one of you guys would be best at searching the house? Because we'll probably split up into groups of 2.
Probably Ratun. You have like concealment skills, right? Or like
Yeah.
detect concealment?
Not much. I think it's only like 20% or 10%.
I got lock picking.
Which is better.
Pick locks.
Which is probably it's better than 0%.
I'm just thinking
Yeah.
if we found like a chest.
And you guys
lock.
will have easier times with skill checks because you can take your time.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'll have you 2 split up, and you 2 check Randall's. and
Well, I
then-
kind of want to meet the wise guy just because the nun specifically said I should go talk to him.
Maybe we should just do it as a group then.
Okay.
Like do both things as a group.
That's a great point because they never did cover what size newt. And we might need
true.
multiple
Yeah, he
people
didn't
to
say
carry.
if he was a human-sized newt.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, that would. I don't know if that would be worse.
No. But you would be more likely to retain your human-sized brain.
True, but you need a lot more lettuce.
You know, more lettuce.
Okay. Duke's just like, okay, to the wise man. Let's
Assume
see who
we're
gets
just
to-
talking this way as
Yeah.
we're walking through town already.
So you go to the mayor's daughter's house.
We need to see your basement, old man.
So, Duke, are you knocking?
Yep.
Who is it?
This is Duke with the guard. We have some questions for what's his name?
You don't know.
Oh,
Wise man. Is all we
yeah,
know.
for questions for the wise man.
A young lady opens the door. Long black hair, very pretty. You want to talk to my grandfather?
Yes, please.
Your grandfather lived in your basement?
He practices magic in the basement. It's the safe place. It's a brick basement. It's got a lot of ventilation.
That's good. Gotta have
Oh.
ventilation.
Is it damp down there? I'm just worried about the newts.
What about news? This is the captain of the guard talking about that bullshit story again.
Yeah, it's kind of amusing.
My grandfather did not turn him into a newt. He was very drunk that day.
Was it a salamander?
My grandfather can't turn people into things. That's
Oh.
that's the
impressive.
wise man at.
Oh,
What town is it?
damn,
Hang on, what fucking town is that? What town do you get the fairy spell at?
Was it Raru?
No, we're in Rauru. I'm just thinking for like gameplay perspective.
Oh.
Is it
Oh, I
Saria? Is
do
Saria
not
the
remember.
town where you get because you get shield here, you get jump in Ruto. Yeah, fair. You get the fairy spell in Saria town. So sorry. She's like, oh no, that's the wise man in Saria town. He can give you a spell that turns people into things.
Oh. I would love new
Well-
powers.
Do you happen to know when you get turned into a newt? Are you a small newt or are you a giant newt?
Yeah,
Well-
can you settle a bet we have?
Yeah.
She looks really confused. Like, as far as I'm aware, he doesn't turn people into newts. He gives you a spell that lets you shapeshift.
No, but if you could turn someone into a newt with magic, would it be a
That would be a
human-sized
question for my
newt?
grand. Is that what you want to talk to my grandfather about?
Oh no, that was
Probably
our
one
discussion
of
on
the
the way over
questions.
here. Yeah.
As far as the newts go, we mainly want to know if you retain your human intellect.
Yeah, it's another aspect, yes.
Yeah.
I
I think that'd be more concerning.
have a
than-
lot-
she's
questions.
she's really confused. Like she doesn't know anything at all what you're talking about. Do you have some sort of form of introduction or introduction letter I can give him?
Oh, yeah, I got that. And I'll make a point of brushing my little envelope as I hand the letter.
She
Yeah,
has no idea what the hell that is.
Sister Rachie down at the thing, you know, man hands. She
Her
gave
name
us
is
this.
Rachel.
Oh, I just call her sister out of politeness. You know, you don't want to piss these names off.
Oh, I heard she used to be a lawyer.
I believe it.
So she takes the letter and she's like, "Oh, I'll be right back." She closes the door and you hear her click, click of the lock.
I'm scared of our newt talk.
Well, she has like four men and like at her door. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Especially only one of them's wearing armor. So she goes.
You're still wearing official clothing. I mean,
Yeah, you have the tabard
the
on.
artwork has the tabard. It's
Well, you technically you don't have tabards, but anyway. Yeah, she. You hear the the steps of her walking away because it's a wood floor. Takes a few moments. She comes back. You hear her unlock the door. She opens up. All right. Well, you come in. You're gonna go directly to. I'll lead you directly to it, to the entrance to where he's staying, and then you can talk to him. But I don't want you roaming around or anything. This is my house. No, none of that nonsense. So she leads you to the basement basement door, and it's just normal door. It just opens up, leads down some stairs that are made of stone. Stone's really tealish for some reason, bluish teal. And you walk down the stairs. It's a little damp, but I mean, he's got a bed, he's got a desk with paperwork. You see this old man.
he
where
sleeps down here. I thought this was just where he practiced magic.
No.
He's got a big white beard. He's got a pointy red hat. He looks like your classic wizard, except his wizard robe is red.
He's a red wizard. I wonder if that's like a scale of like ninja belts.
He looks at you for. He's like, "What the hell do you four want?"
Oh, Your Eminence, Rachel sent us. Said that you might have some insight with the local problems, and
Yeah, Bulbous keep attacking the town. Or at the wagons anyway, I don't know. I don't give a shit. As long as I leave my granddaughter and my son alone, I don't care. But I need the town to keep them safe, so I guess I do kind of care.
Alright, so then,
Damn Wizard Tower sent me up north here.
then
It's so boring up here. I used to be able to fry moblins all day long. Now they want me to stay in town. Act like a deterrent. Like I'm some sort of like stinky bag. Sorry. The words coming out of my mouth stopped. Like I'm some sort of stinky bag of shit to keep animals away. I'm laughing at my own words.
yeah. Yeah, so then Duke will be like, I'm Duke, this is Elman and Taryn of the Guard, and this is our guide, Era.
You'd be the Hylian soldier. Hylian army.
Hylian Army.
Hylian army. Oh yeah? From the Hylian army?
Yeah.
Have you ever finished that castle? Had to rebuild after Ganon tore it down.
Oh, it's still in progress.
Oh. What the hell are you doing up here then?
We're here to take care of the moblin problem.
Oh, good. What are you here in my basement then for?
So, what do you know about Randall?
I don't know anyone named Randall.
Alright, so
How long have you lived in this town?
I don't know, 4 years.
You don't know Randall? Is Randall?
I don't remember people's names.
Crazy guy lives at edge of town.
There's a lot of crazy people in this town. I mean, look at me.
Crazy non-magic person lives at edge of town by himself.
Wilson? The fat guy?
No. Less personable.
Less what?
Personable.
Less personable.
so Wilson lives on the edge of town.
He has a house at the edge of town. He tends to stay there, but it's on the opposite side of town from this. I think this guy you're talking about, was he a hunter?
yeah, he claims to be a hunter.
Oh, okay.
Can you show him on your map where Randall's house is?
Oh, yeah,
Did you have
yeah,
one?
I could show him.
Oh yeah. Randall kind of went crazy when all the moblins showed up.
How long ago did the moblin show up?
I don't know, a year ago.
Do you have any idea why they're showing up in groups?
I don't know. They're Ganon's minions. Every time we try to interrogate them, they speak gibberish.
How long? Out of game. How long is this after the first one? Like this?
It's close to 6 years since Ganon's defeat. So like,
Okay.
Ganon's
Okay.
forces roaming around. It's not quite 6 years because like on this
Yeah.
Link 16's birthday is when he gets the Triforce of Courage on his hand. So in this session time, it's
At least over 5.
It's like 5, close to 6 years.
Look, so I guess this is what we're getting at, Your Eminence, is that it's been 5 years. These guys haven't really done a whole lot. Now they're almost organized. So is there like, have you heard about being part of the Wizards group, being in communication with them? Is somebody kind of reorganizing them?
We're not sure. I've been kind of cut off. You know, the Wizards in the northern Hyrule, we were told to kind of just stay in the town so keep them protected and wait for the hero to show up, and that little shit hasn't shown up yet, so I'm stuck here.
You know, as you might notice by my seal, as I work with the Bards Guild, is there possibly a message that you want us to take to anyone?
I don't work directly with them. I just recognize them, and I've contacts with them.
Oh, so you do have contacts, and they don't know why this is increased? And why this town? What is the main export in this town that they're trying to block? Is it just a hub?
For the record, it's kind of a hub. Out of character, it's a hub. You know, there's going to be supplies coming from Meadow. There's wood. There's actually farms south of the town. You know, all that area you passed. You just were so focused on your journey, you never rolled low enough on your travel die to ever, or rolled well enough on your travel die to actually encounter the farms. So there's actually tons of farms around, like south of the woods between Meadow and Raru. So, you know, that's actually kind of like a stop point for farms. So yeah, the captain of the Knights talked to me at one point. I asked him to do something about the moblins, but they were too busy going to go deal with that unicorn dragon, or whatever the hell that thing's called again. I forget. I asked him to bring back the components so I can make magic stuff. I don't know what kind of magic stuff yet. That's why I just told him magic stuff.
Did they ever come back through here?
Oh no, they're out killing a dragon. It's going to take a while. They're not the hero.
Just seeing.
Any chances you have magic to spare for us?
No.
On our journeys?
No. Hey,
Any upgrades you could do to our weapons or anything?
I don't know you. No.
Is newt magic a thing?
What? Newt magic? Like, shooting newts at people? I guess you could shoot newts at people with magic.
No, keeping your human intelligence when turned into a giant-sized newt versus keeping your human intelligence turned to a miniature-sized newt.
He freaks out, immediately runs out and starts scribbling. He's like, explain more.
Well, we were upstairs talking to your daughter.
Why are you talking to my daughter? My granddaughter. It's not even my daughter, it's my granddaughter. Why are you talking to my stepdaughter or my daughter-in-law? Are you trying to get them to divorce? What the hell's wrong with
What
you?
is this, Pornhub? Stepdaughter, daughter to... Never mind. But, no, just, So the captain of the guard knows about newts. I don't think...
Oh, is he still blaming me for that incident? I didn't turn him into a newt.
Who did turn him into a newt?
It sounds like he was a newt at one point.
No, he got really drunk and he fell into a bucket of water. And he woke up the next morning covered in water and he thought I turned him into a newt. I didn't turn him into a newt.
Can you turn people into newts?
I made his shoes really slippery at one point, alright? That's it. That's why he fell into the water.
But can you turn people into newts?
No. That's my cousin Franklin in Syria Town. He can let people turn themselves into something else.
Now, when they turn into a newt, is it a human-sized newt or a newt size?
Well, nobody's ever turned themselves into a newt. They usually want to turn into something useful.
I'm actually curious about this big-ass bucket he fell into.
That's a barrel of water.
Oh, okay. So, not less bucket, more barrel.
Yeah.
So your town's tourism industry isn't based off of world's largest bucket. It's just a...
This town isn't a tourist attraction. Where'd you get that idea? I mean, it's a waypoint.
If you fell into a bucket, that's got to be a big bucket.
I meant a barrel. You smart ass little shit.
The soldier's got a point, though. Can you imagine how many people would travel up here to see the giant newt contained in a bucket? Then they get here and it's just an empty barrel, and then it's like, oh shit, it got loose. Then we can blame that on the moblins. People would definitely show up here. This could be put this place on the map.
Mystery tourism with cryptids. There you go. That's how you make money.
So we already have a lot of strange creatures around here. Nobody's gonna go see a new one.
Speaking of that, what do you know about Randall?
Nothing. He well, alright. Personally or from what I've heard?
From what you heard, it'll work.
He lived at the edge of town as a hunter. When the Moblins showed up, they drove all the game away and he went a little crazy. Because he had no more anything to do.
Well, who looks after him? Who does he hang with? Who does he get drinks with?
I don't know.
Do you think he has the potential of being a spy?
I mean, everyone has the potential of being a spy.
I mean him more than.
Well,
the rest.
there's a certain class of people that aren't capable of being a spy. Or being a turncoat. I hope you Hylian soldiers aren't, after you took the oath. Never know.
I don't see why
Might have
it
to
would
make
be.
your heart explode.
You thought you can't even turn people into newts, but you make people's heart explode?
You don't know that.
That's a terrifying thought.
You used to fight the moblins.
Did I fight the moblins? No, I never did.
You said you fought moblins.
Well, no, he
Fuck.
actually said he roasted moblins. Were they
That's true.
aware?
Were you a cook? Were you a wizard cook?
No, I'd set them on fire from a distance.
No. It's less impressive.
Yeah, spell's called Fireball. Or just fire. Haven't you ever heard of spontaneous moblin combustion?
No.
But up until this moment, we never heard of a giant newt in a bucket up in here.
You're the first wizard I've ever met.
Oh, that's true.
How would you know that?
Because there's not a lot of us, and we tend to stay to ourselves. Until some stupid young buck with a scar on his face comes knocking on my granddaughter's door like some
I did
pervert.
not. It was him. He's in charge.
He's like glaring at you know? 4 young men, what are you going to do to my granddaughter, huh? Get the hell out of my house.
This is a basement.
Is there any reason that Sister Rachel would have sent us to talk to you?
I don't know, were you
Specifically
persistent?
No, she was actually very friendly, and
I doubt that.
she
She
was friendly.
She made some good
Oh, I
food.
mean, yes, she's friendly. She's very friendly. I just doubt that she would be persistent about sending you to talk to me.
Ah, that's him.
Mainly because I'm a documentarian, again, with the seal and the order I belong to.
Okay.
No,
What did you need to know? I already told you what I could tell you about this Randall fellow.
Well, is there any kind of support you can give us or kind of back us on where I believe we intend to go out and prevent the moblins from taking over the town? Sir, obviously you see the risk. We're a hub town. The moblins probably aren't trying to prevent anything from getting here. They're probably trying to accumulate things so they have a base in the center of the mountains to control traffic back and forth. What do you think's going to happen to your pretty dark-haired granddaughter when they come in and set here?
Well, I can't offer you magic items.
That's
But-
okay. We're retarded. We can't use them.
Do you have information?
That causes him to laugh. He's like, I almost like you. Well, I can't offer you magic items or any enchantments like that. I'm a strict code by the wizardry.
Weaknesses the moblins may have that wouldn't be obvious to us?
Well, I mean, they're stupid. Like, dumber than most people. You're probably smarter than them. Because you're at least trained. They're barely above the intelligence of a monster. They just know how to use weapons. And they're kind of tough. They use armors and weapons and armor. But didn't you 3 fight them down south? There's still moblins down there.
I don't know if you got like a different strain of them up here. It's like smarter and weak to turnips or something.
Oh, okay, that's fair. No, the color coding of them, the color coding of their armor, or their skin, or their fur. I forget what it is, but their color coding is a very good identification to see if they're smarter or stronger.
How long can you throw a fireball from? Like, what kind of distance can you get with that? Because we found their camp. If you could just throw a fireball directly at their camp from here,
Artillery. An artillery.
I need
wizard.
direct line of sight.
oh,
Can you fly?
No, wrong wizard.
No. There's flying wizards?
Yes,
Why now?
They fly now?
usually the flying wizards can't shoot fire
Why not both? That's-
because some wizards have tried and they just run out of power. And they usually shoot the fireball and then they lose all the ability to fly, and then they fall into the fireball and they hit the ground with the fireball, and that usually kills the wizard. So we all stop doing that.
Yeah, I don't want to play with magic. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, you gotta be a crazy sort of bastard to do it.
When you guys spotted the moblins, what was the condition of their gear?
oh,
Intact but worn.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'd say yeah.
Lots of self repairs.
Are they known for making armor? Like, who's supplying them? And they're not taking anything from the wagons.
That's a good question. I don't know. I spent most of the time in this basement. You guys are asking an awful lot of questions to a hermit.
What was your name?
Nunya.
Nanya what?
None your business.
Should like, at least go upstairs where there's windows and.
I go outside. I get my fresh air. I just go back. I just don't stay out there for very long because there's people out there and I hate them.
So, are you sure there's nothing we can take from here, or that you would give us? Because the road is
There's
dangerous.
some dirty water in the corner you can scoop.
Because the road is dangerous.
Well, you're soldiers. You're trained to deal with stuff on the road.
We're not
I'm
going
technically
alone.
not a soldier.
No, you're something far more scary.
A homeless man?
Worse.
Sure.
A non-singing bard.
Oh no.
Yeah.
A
I couldn't carry
mime.
a tune with the bucket that the captain of the guard fell in.
That apparently contained a newt.
Not anymore. Once again, how do you feel about us publicizing that? Like I said, I got to come out of here with some kind of story.
No, you don't. You don't have to. You stop the moblins from attacking the wagon supply that Rudo
Also-
needs.
I also think it'd be good. I mean, here's the deal. I'm going to be straight with your pops. Your Eminence, your granddaughter's going to be curious about the world at large. Wouldn't it be better if we could bring the world at large here through a nice tourism trade? Look, you got Wilson selling stuff.
I am keeping an eye, Ruben.
You know what I mean?
No, go away.
What if he
Like I
writes?
said, I almost like you. I don't like you anymore.
What if he writes a newt-based song?
Well, you're starting to make lies about me. Then I didn't
No,
turn
no,
you
no,
into-
But you're seen as the hero in this
Why?
song.
No, you guys are supposed to be the heroes for saving the town.
Oh, hell no. You can't make a soldier a hero. I mean,
You have
look
to
what-
make the newt wizard a hero.
Well, there's already a hero.
Another hero.
But he
You
can't
can't have
turn
more than
people
one
into
hero, or
newts.
maybe you can't. I don't know.
No, you can have heroes into...
Anti-heroes.
Yeah.
So villains?
No, anti-heroes.
Yeah.
Well, so villains.
No, they defeat villains, but they're not good guys.
You are already soldiers, so you're not really good people. You just do good things.
But we're not heroes.
Gotta think. What's
so
the
you're
tale?
villains?
So, let me put it to this way, Your Eminence. A 10-year-old goes out, myrtleizes a whole bunch of like crazy demon shit, but it's not called the legend. I don't even know what the cracker's name is. It's called the legend of the princess. What the hell did she do?
You fucking know the Legend of Zelda. That's the name of every child, every girl in the royal family. That's the Legend of Zelda.
But I seriously doubt if the story dealt with her adventures, anybody would play it or read it. Which is
Nope.
kind of
The Legend of Zelda is the Zelda the First getting put under a spell by an evil wizard because her brother was a son of a bitch.
My point is that as we're taught that story, I was actually kind of disappointed because you hear the rumors about the legend because you can't read, and then you find out, oh,
I can read. What are you talking about?
no, I can't read when you're a baby.
Well, hang on. You can read. You're a documentarian.
Not when I was a baby, not when I was first hearing about this, and I was
Oh.
all enamored with the pretty pictures and stuff they put everywhere.
Oh, okay, that's right.
And Zelda doesn't even come into the end of the story. She's very peripheral, bookends the thing.
What?
So
No, she's not.
My point is, she's the hero, but she doesn't do anything. The actual hero gets told about in the legends. And you gotta think, that guy must have had... Nobody talks about the old man who helped the hero in the first place.
They always talk about the old man.
Yeah, but not in as good a way we can. You're in the cave moment. You can help us. And we'll just switch it. And if we gotta put a girl's name on the front of it, we'll put your granddaughter's. She could be the hero that saved the town.
You need to leave. You're really confusing me. Go away. He's actually going to kick you out now.
That's my bad, fellas.
Yeah. Duke was like nearly on the way out. He was just waiting to see what happened. So it's just like, okay.
So
then we're gonna go check out Randall's.
we're going to do
place.
this real quick because Ruben needs to get out of here so quick.
Okay.
So make our way to
Unless
Randall's.
I can just be there. And
Yeah, okay, so Taryn's going to probably take off here in a moment and we'll finish off. We won't start the combat, but we can at least,
yeah.
wrap
Finish
up.
taking
This.
through Randall's place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys can figure out the plan on how to take out the model and camp. But yeah, so if you need to take off now, go for it.
Okay. Thank you.
So this might be a good place. It's just...
Well, no, we'll wrap up the looting of Randall's place and
Yeah, because that could be just told to me, like, what?
And there's no one to talk to there, so we may not get
yeah,
lost.
and maybe if you guys come up with a plan for taking out the camp, we might come up with that when Taryn when Terran's player Ruben comes back, he'll throw his 2 cents in. So you guys make it. You guys get kicked out of the wise man's,
Red Wizard.
the red wizard's basement.
Do you want to keep
Then
these
it's
still?
Yes.
We should find a cousin Franklin at some point.
What?
Yeah, it's cousin
We're gonna
Franklin.
find cousin Franklin at some
I
point.
mean, you might. It's area time.
We got
if
it.
you get there.
Yeah, we gotta,
I did write that too.
Yeah.
we gotta be able to discern more newt magic.
Settle it.
He might know more because
Yeah.
he's the one who teaches the fairy spell in Zelda 2.
Yeah.
I think that's the right wizard.
There we go. Yeah, we'll just ask him questions.
So anyway, you guys leave. The granddaughter's just like looking at you suspicious, like, wow, I've never had my grandfather talk to someone that long. He must like you guys.
He's kicking us out.
I mean, that's pretty normal. So the fact that you were able to stay down there that long, he might actually kind of like you.
What was your name?
Fuck you, Ruben.
Somebody write it down.
Yeah, this is the legend of who? Sorry?
Anyway, you guys leave. I'm not gonna give you a name because I'm not coming up with their name again.
Thank you for letting us come into your house.
You're welcome. So you guys head to
Randall's place,
Randall's place.
and then we go loot it.
so let's start rolling dice.
Toilet paper.
I mean, I'm mostly looking for...
Your pickpocket. You're using your pick locks, right? You're looking at
Yeah,
all the
I'm
locks.
gonna find every locked thing I can and unlock it, trying to look
And
for
then
incriminating evidence.
Ratoon, you have what was it? You have the detect.
I got concealment and pick locks, and
You have detect concealment.
There's a spell for that around that. But none of us have magic.
no,
I
not
don't-
detect. I just
Yeah,
got
I don't have
concealment.
any specific skills, but I still do some searching around since we're all sticking together.
I
Okay.
can identify plants and fruits if he has any suspicious plants and fruits.
But we'll just do pick locks. And do you have like surveillance or?
Oh,
I
yeah, I
don't.
got surveillance.
So go ahead and roll for pick locks.
Oh, 77.
Wait, if I... No, that's failed.
What'd you roll?
52.
What's your skill? Hang on.
25.
That's close enough that you're able to pick some locks. You break locks. You don't break locks like I broke it off. Like you break it so you can't pick it anymore.
Oh, no.
But at least we could get in.
If it's a wooden box, I'm just gonna set that aside, and as I go around opening and failing to, I'm just gonna create a pile of them.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take time after that to smash all of them open.
Well, some of them are drawers. So.
Oh, well, I'll smash the desk open if needed.
All right, and then you have what surveillance?
Yeah, just surveillance.
All right, go ahead and roll that.
I'll repay for his damages if he's found.
I also rolled a 77.
Wow.
What's your skill?
35.
77. That's almost half.
All right, fellas. I'll
But-
see you.
Yeah.
Take it easy, man.
Okay.
See ya.
But yeah, we're taking our time. This isn't a stressful thing.
Nope. That's why I'm cutting the difficulty in half. You just rolled so high compared to your skill.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
mine's also 35, but
But you rolled like 80, right?
77.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
never
all
mind.
like-
We got the exact same.
Okay. Sorry. My apologies. I thought you rolled an 80. Oh yeah. So you don't actually break locks then.
Okay. But I
So you go through the drawers. You go through boxes. You find like food and like your dried food and whatnot. Not like as close to non-perishables as you can in like a fantasy setting. What you do find though is you find a flag, or it's not a flag. It's a piece of tattered cloth that smells really bad. I want all of three of you to roll a d20.
I got a 1.
That's a 9.
12.
Someone roll one for Ruben. Or Taryn.
3.
Okay. Elvin, you think you recognize the smell because you rolled a 12, right? You were the highest roll.
Yeah.
It might be the smell of a moblin of the flag, or a piece of cloth.
All right, so
I'll
possible
tell
moblin.
everyone that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's either
Everyone knows it smells real bad, but you're like,
so either he's got a moblin flag from killing one, or a
Somebody
legion
was
still
sitting in
on.
here.
well, it doesn't have any blood stains on it.
True, but it could have been in a camp or something if he snuck in. So
From your history of dealing with moblins in Southern Hyrule, is that they don't tend to wear clothes like that, or capes or anything like that.
so this is most likely a flag,
most likely a like
clan
come in
flag
peace
or
flag.
whatever.
Huh.
So he's affiliated either with them or from taking from them.
Right, and
Well,
then
at least it's fairly black and white whether he's guilty or not. We just got to figure out which.
so now after we got done checking the inside, I would want everyone to check the outside, see if there's common tracks.
Do you have track humanoids?
Nope, I do not.
I do.
Okay, roll track humanoids.
But I've
If
only
you don't
got-
have it, roll it.
I'm gonna do it too, but I don't have it, so I'm gonna
95.
roll
I got
so
87.
poorly. 82.
What's your skill?
Mine's 10.
Does Terran have it?
Wait, your skill's only 10 on track humanoids?
Well, unless I did it wrong, because it says it adds here. Oh, I just took it out. I think I've got it says plus 10%.
This is plus 10%.
Yeah, but it doesn't give me a base.
It should give you a base.
Yeah, because mine's plus 10% on wilderness survival, but the base is 30, so mine's 40.
Oh, okay.
So you do the base plus that.
All right. Shit, I'll have to have you help me look.
Let
at
me
this
see
shit.
your character sheet.
It's
Yeah, I just copied directly from the OCC class skills.
You
And,
said track humanoids is the skill?
yeah.
Oh, no, see, your number's right there. It's 25% plus 10%.
Oh,
That's what your percentile is. It's 25. So it's 35%. You rolled a what?
an 87.
Yeah, we all rolled
Oh,
terrible.
goodness. You find footprints that may not be people. You do find footprints. They don't find shit. They don't recognize anything. So they're like, that's a horse footprint. No, I guess that'd be a hoof print. They think they find hoof prints. You've actually, at least with your skill, go, those might be people feet. Those might be moblin feet. Those might be Goriyama feet. You don't know. But they are humanoid feet.
Okay, so one thing that's raising a flag for me is so there's definitely been traffic.
Yes.
Okay.
From the woods.
From the woods. So there's traffic woods to the house directly.
And from the house to the woods.
Yeah, so there's just a line. Okay.
Not to defend the dude, but this could be one of two things. One, they could be trying to intimidate him.
Yeah.
Two, he could be working with them. Three, like I said, he kept using the we phrasing. Maybe he's working with other people to try to thwart them themselves. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Then does it look like there's a basement or an attic in the house?
Oh, no.
Okay. Oh.
So he doesn't have his own wise man.
Does he have beef
Yeah.
jerky anywhere around here?
I mean, you found you found dried food.
Did we find dried meat?
You might have.
Can we tell how old it is?
Do you have a cooking skill?
No, I got survival though. I don't think that
I
falls.
have a cooking skill.
Yep,
You
I
roll
have
cooking.
too.
Do you have preservation skill actually?
Oh, that's right.
No. I
Then
don't.
I'm not gonna have you roll. You can't tell.
Does he have seasoning?
I mean, it was probably salted.
No, I mean, like, do we, like, in our searching, find, like, small jars of seasoning?
I mean, sure, you find small jars of seasoning.
Not as good as the tingle
Any
seasoning,
good
though.
stuff.
It's-
Does he have, like, super tingle? Does he have, like, a limited edition, like, lime tingle?
no.
Ooh, sea salt tingle. Wow.
No, it's your pretty average over the the basic stuff you would get at like a modern grocery store.
Okay. Does he have any weird collections? Like he's a, like how some people collect Funko Pops and stamps and shit.
Well, the people who collect Funko Pops aren't people.
That's an aggressive stance. Holy-
Single-handedly paying for the Seattle Comic Con.
Yep, pretty much. No, not that you can really tell. He doesn't really collect.
Okay, so nothing stands out as
No,
a.
nothing really stands out.
any keepsakes that seem to indicate some kind of attachment to other people besides himself?
What, like a locket of a dead wife, and you're like, oh, that's,
Or at
that's
least,
worth some money.
or letters, or hand drawings, or wood carvings.
Roll a d20.
9.
Nothing that you could find. No, none of that roll.
Are any of his weapons, because he's a hunter, he's got to
Yeah.
have weapons, are any of them bloody currently?
No,
Okay.
they're cleaned. I mean, why would you leave bloody tools around? Okay, it causes them to rust. You know,
I was just thinking...
They're maintained. They're well maintained.
I'm just thinking, like, if he is somewhat innocent and they've been harassing him, he could have
defended himself.
defended himself and then out of his paranoia and fear just, like, thrown it in the corner and curled up into a ball on the carpet after that.
No,
Okay.
he's...
Just checking.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's a fair guess. So,
Can't think of anything else I want to
Yeah.
look for.
Like, yeah, we found a possible flag, and then there are tracks, and then we really didn't find anything useful. Just gonna leave all the broken locks there. Be like,
well, he didn't break any. I didn't realize he was
Oh,
going
okay.
to.
I'm still going to stack them in the middle as I go through them so I can verify that I've dealt with them or not.
Okay.
So if Randall's freed and returns home, he'll just, in the middle of his house, there'll be a giant stack of all of his locked items.
Can I try to pick the ones that he couldn't? Or do we already consider
I'm
that?
going to say you actually do with your roll.
Okay.
You
So-
rolled significantly better than he did.
But it's kind of like this has been checked, stack. This has been checked, stack.
Alright.
Start pulling out drawers when they're.
Well, let's put everything back then.
Yeah.
I'm also going to throw this out there. We all in agreement we don't like Randall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not burning his house down, though, kind of thing.
Oh, well, that was where I was going to go. Let's say we burn his house down and then leave this
See-
little Moblin flag out.
I got that feeling, but I was like, okay, my problem is the fire might spread to the woods or to the other houses.
Yeah, but nothing builds community spirit. Like, hey, we got to unite to fight this forest fire. Oh my God, there's Moblins here. Well, I guess you guys might as well help us kill them now.
You want to socially engineer the town into murdering moblins.
It's happened before.
I actually don't hate that idea.
yeah.
Well, you already know that they'd be more than willing to murder the Moblins because they keep attacking them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did have an idea if we get all of them to help us and like give us their bear traps and stuff, we could make a path through the woods of set bear traps, throw shit at the moblins, get them to chase us because they're stupid.
Why would
I
you
like
need
that.
to throw a shit at him? You have a bow and arrow.
Okay, I'll shoot arrows and people throw rocks and then they chase us through the woods and as they go we lure them into the bear traps. So it's like we could actually get the townsfolk to help us by providing us their bear traps.
I agree with that.
Because at the very least we can separate the moblins and deal with them like 2 or 3 at a time instead of all, what's that, like 7 of them, 8 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's,
8?
there's 4
Oh,
Moblins,
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
2
8.
dealers, 2 spiders, and then 2 Gorgonas.
Yeah, so 8. So if we can
That
split,
you saw.
if we can split them up, that's
And I still
Oh,
don't trust
there
this
was
guy.
a tent.
right. There was a tent.
Yeah. So I like that idea, Era, but I think we're gonna bring that flag in and see if someone else could identify it better.
Yeah.
The smelly flag.
No, this was just a long shot. I'm just spitballing.
And but we know the area where they are attacked. So yeah, I want to use those bear traps on the side that they keep attacking from.
Yeah.
Because
What if we make like Molotov cocktails and take them with us so we can sneak up on their camp and just firebomb their camp?
yeah, we could either.
Anya did say that they're susceptible to fireballs. Well,
He
I guess I
did,
don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
He was very happy to burn them, so...
Yeah.
And one of you guys was talking about moonshine. So that's a
That's
super combustible.
expensive. I was thinking oil. That's a lot harder to wipe off.
Yeah, well, I think we can mix the two. Like,
Just make the most explosive.
Well, I'm just saying-
you can.
look, you set somebody on fire once, or you set the fire so it goes a little bit further, and you catch all their little buddies on. It's like chlamydia. It gets everybody in the tent.
What if we just take a bunch of jars of oil, throw it at their camp, and then just like 2 Molotovs?
I think that's
Just light everything
that's the
on
economic
fire.
thing. I think we're actually responsible if we do it that way.
Yeah, it's possibly
It's
humane.
just good business.
Alright, so we're going to start heading back with the flag.
Yep.
I'm going to bring the flag up with the captain.
Okay. So, you knock on the door, you enter. Come in!
So we got done searching Randall's place, and we found multiple tracks leading out to the woods. He's a hunter, could potentially be his hunting path.
Okay.
And we found this inside. I'm gonna open it up. Like it's.
He's got a Moblin flag. Yeah.
It's a Moblin peace flag.
A
Okay.
Moblin peace flag. So does that mean he's like?
It means he's been gone out to communicate with them.
Oh, cool. So he's guilty.
Well, we already
Or does that mean the Moblins?
We already
are
executed him. Well, you guys were out talking to the wise man and the wizard. We got him to squeal, and so we just killed him.
So my
Now I
question.
kind of want to burn his house down. Great.
Ah.
I rolled to see if we actually would have killed him, and I did roll.
Wow.
It was random whether they executed him or not.
So, Your Honor, can I at least have the pants back that we bought for him?
You didn't buy him pants. You just brought him in and said you were going to give him new pants.
Right. I thought it was understood that it was part of the requisition of the.
No, I understood that it was going to be if he was innocent that you would get him new pants.
No, we said we'd get him new pants regardless because it was through our brutality that he lost. Well, technically, your guys' is
He lost his
systematic.
pockets. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We never bought him new pants. We were going to buy him new pants if he was innocent, but he squealed. He squealed like a moblin, and
you don't want that getting out because they would say that there's institutionalized, like systematic abuses of power.
what, executing a traitor?
But we don't know that he's a traitor.
He admitted to it.
And his Moblin peace flag.
And now we have a Moblin peace flag to prove it.
I'm just saying about his pants. Regardless, we have a.
So you
I'm
want
not gonna drop.
You want to buy him new? You want to drop his pants?
Yeah. No, actually, your soldier already did that.
That was
I ripped his pockets. They're like shitty mittens.
Since he was a traitor, can we go back and claim his preserved goods for the cause?
We would prefer to use those for the supplies for town.
I thought you grabbed all of those.
No, he didn't. He just was curious about it.
Oh, good
Yeah.
thing we definitely didn't burn that house then.
Yeah.
We would actually. Does he overhear you say that?
No, I'm like kind of just like we didn't burn that down.
Did you burn the house down?
No.
No.
That'd be ridiculous and irresponsible.
I'm sure there's some residents who could actually make use of that house, so we appreciate you not burning it down.
I'm just gonna leave that there.
But,
Did you guys come up with a plan with the Moblins, or should we come up? Should we?
Probably gonna take
I'm
some-
kind of thinking that might want to set up an ambush because there has to be a moblin that's visiting him every once in a while.
Okay.
But that's kind of what.
Or he could have been going out there. He's got
Yeah,
the
he could have
Moblin
been
peace
going out
flag.
there.
Yeah, especially if the tracks didn't look like there was that many going on in the woods.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell. You guys rolled low enough that you couldn't tell.
What if we go out there with the Moblin peace flag and trick them into thinking that we're there to... Like, if one of us dresses like Randall, goes out with, like good 50 feet in front of the rest of them, holding the Moblin peace flag, acting like Randall, they come up, and then we surprise them with, like, I don't know, bear traps on chains, just whipping over him and smacking. You know, aggressive murder right there and then.
Make sure that they're wearing Randall's new pants, though. They won't believe it unless they're wearing Randall's new pants that we were supposed to get him.
Oh, definitely don't wear Randall's old pants. He probably ruined those when he died.
Alright, so. Which one of us looks like the best Randall? Good
Or at
pro-
least has the same silhouette, so if they
Yeah,
put his
you
cloak
do.
on. I do? Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Hopefully his cloak doesn't smell
So,
like Moblin's, too.
so potentially we could do that.
Yeah.
Well, what we can do is have you walk over there and then try to lure them away, and then we'll set up a field of bear traps.
I could stand on the other side if it kind of waved the flag and then they approach.
So,
and
for the
they
record, there's a difference between traps. There's beaver
Yeah, there's
traps.
animal bear.
There's wolf traps. There's bear traps, and there's animal traps.
Bear, I believe, does the most damage.
It does.
So if we can get the town to bring us a collection of bear traps, just to
They
borrow.
might not have a lot of bear traps. They might have a lot of animal traps.
I'm just thinking if we could set like Bo said, a field of bear traps, we
And
would
then
lure
lure
them
them.
onto it, and then
Yeah.
you step on one, you fall over, and then the rest kind of, like some horror movie stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a Sideshow Bob with the rake.
Yes, but it's bear traps.
I like that idea. As a
Yeah.
Catholic.
Yeah.
Though trying to convince people to give up their hunting traps in this area might be a little bit difficult, but they should be willing to do it.
Well, they can't hunt if the moblins are around anyway.
That's why I'm saying it should be
Yeah.
possible. You might have to pay for the repairs.
So,
Yeah.
so that's an option. I also like the idea of the Molotov cocktails to them.
We would really appreciate you not setting the forest on fire. That's
Oh.
actually one of our sources of income as well.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so we're going to lean more towards the lure them to the bear traps.
Yeah, I like that. I should at least take care of the spiders easily and
Okay. And then,
some of the dumber moblins.
okay, so we'll think about that one. And then next on my list of things to do is visit Wilson's.
God.
Okay,
So we're leaving the captain now?
so that's the plan. Is you want to get a bunch of traps together, so the captain
Yeah.
will actually go out and do that for you. Try to convince people.
Yeah, and then talk to Wilson, and then our armor should be done.
Yep. Okay. So are all three of you going to Wilson's?
I'll go to Wilson's just because I've got nothing better to do right now while we're waiting for my armor to be done and the bear traps to be gathered.
Aratu, are you going to Wilson's as well?
No, I want to go talk to the nun.
Okay. We'll start off with heading to Wilson's. Well, hello there. Welcome back.
His mustache bothers me. It's coming out of his nose.
Hello. Do you have any flutes?
Flutes? What kind of flute? Do you want a flute? Do you want a piccolo?
Uh,
Do you want a recorder? Do you want,
Just a simple flute.
do you want an ocarina?
Wait. Did you actually say you were trying to make an ocarina?
Yeah.
Okay. That was out of the potato, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That's why
Okay.
the potato was made.
So Taryn is actually, since Taryn's gone, we'll have him pay for it. So
Well, I believe he's the one who smashed it.
yeah, he's the one who
original
broke it.
one.
Taryn here accidentally destroyed one of her friend's ocarinas. So
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
yeah, so we're gonna replace it with a real one because he actually made an ocarina out of a potato.
That's an interesting way to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. He got it to work. I don't know how, but
It's
probably
good a few times, yeah.
yeah, probably something a little bit more durable than a potato.
That's amazing. Well,
Maybe a yam or a
as soon as the GM finds where fucking ocarinas are, he will tell you how much one costs. Do you want to help, Mitch? You got the book there.
I didn't see an instrument section at all.
I didn't either.
If it helps for real world things, my basic clay ocarina costs like $5.
Yeah, I know they're not.
Yeah, I'm looking for just like a wooden one or a clay one.
So there's the skill play musical instrument.
There's tobacco, beverages.
There's not a lot of resource material online for Palladium.
It's all for riffs.
Yeah.
And even if in Rifts, it's like if it's either on their side or nothing. I think I would like to see.
I can get a jar or a bottle of mercury.
Thirsty? Be an alchemist and drink mercury.
Well, it even listed as a quicksilver, but in parentheses it says mercury.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah. No. There's no instruments.
There's nothing really like.
That's weird. That's not wrong. Dyslexia.
I even think there's like a moment. Is there a bard class in here at all?
Not really. Containers. Tool equipment. Camping, writing equipment, powder pigments, edibles, and that's food. It's kind of miscellaneous. Like you'd think it'd be under miscellaneous, but no. Others. Nope, that's still food stuff.
Yeah, there's been like bard based or music
Yeah,
based
I was
magic.
thinking- Like maybe merchants, but no.
Yeah. Merchant would be a weird class to play.
They're usually like alchemist is a non-playable class,
Yeah.
and witch is definitely recommended to not have a playable class.
I don't know, maybe just the same price as like an earthenware cup or a.
Yeah, I would probably say something along those. Where is earthenware?
It's 1 gold, page 273.
Probably closer to earthenware pot because of the intricacies of making an instrument.
Sure.
So yeah, it's a earthenware, which would be clay. Earthenware pot, which hey, look, is 5 rupees.
Okay.
Books are expensive.
Okay, so I'll pick that up.
Okay.
Well, since I'm here, I'd be like, is there any discount for Hylian army for this?
Oh, not for this kind of stuff. If you were purchasing maybe like weapons or arrows, or anything of that regard.
Yeah. Well,
But alas, I cannot give you the discount on what the military deems as non-necessities.
so I'm gonna be like, hey, Elman, how are you doing on arrows?
I'm doing pretty okay.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Is there something else we were supposed to do here?
I can't think of any.
Yeah, because I just want to go in here to get a flute. And how's his stock looking?
For what?
Like everything in the store.
That seems pretty decent. I mean, it's not like completely barren, but it's also not like the shelves are bursting with items.
Yeah. Okay.
You two give me a perception check or a d20.
4.
11. Jeez.
Okay, that's fine.
Nothing.
Okay. Yeah. Don't really notice anything. Yeah.
Don't notice anything special.
Roll nothing useful.
Yep.
Got it.
Alright. So that'll be it then. So it'll be like, hey, have a good day, and then go to the blacksmith and then to the leather worker. Get
Okay, so
our
you
stuff.
just jump, pick up,
Yeah.
Grab armor.
grab armor.
Yeah. So we're all equipped again, and then we'll make our way back to the captain, see how he's doing with his bear traps.
I figure it'll take him a while.
Uh,
And seeing as though it's already a little past noon, probably won't be done till next day, I'm guessing.
Well, he's not there. He's out and about.
okay.
Let's see. I rolled that. So. He gets, when he comes back, he gets you 2 bear traps and 3 wolf traps that he's able to convince people to spare.
It's not terrible if we could sneak out there and
No.
set those and then I can come in dressed as Randall.
Yep. Yeah. So the next thing is need to find you some clothes that make you look like Randall.
Yeah, can I, like, go back to Randall's place and grab, like, one of his cloaks?
Sure, he doesn't really have cloaks.
Well, actually, when they assassinated him, surely he's got his stuff.
Yeah, whatever he wears when he goes out into the woods, like...
That wasn't what he was wearing.
Okay.
He
But,
was
like,
wearing
if,
like everyday clothes.
if we go back to his place, is there, like, a set
They
of
also
clothes?
didn't assassinate him; they executed him.
There's a difference.
There's a difference.
But, like, yeah, can I go back to his house and try to find a set of clothes that I would assume he wears when he goes out into the woods?
Sure, roll a d20.
I guess there's, like, 7 mountains in there. 15.
15. You find clothes. Now roll another d20.
Yeah. 18.
Okay, they fit.
Okay.
I was gonna have you roll to see if they fit. They're kind of loose. He was a little bit tall. He was like a little bit.
Scaled up. He's taller and white.
I wouldn't say he's white. He was just taller.
Okay. Loose is better than...
Yeah.
Okay. So now I want to see if we could potentially follow the route he's going to the camp, because I know where the camp is, and I know where Randall's place is. I want to try to write down the path that he actually
Do
takes.
you have prowl or track humanoids?
Nope, well, I do not. But yeah, that's
Okay.
But we're all together.
Well, no, I'm looking at the nun.
Yeah, he's
Oh, that's right.
Okay,
I would wait until we're all
We'll
together.
pause there. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're gonna go to the nun. Knock on the door. Knock knock.
Yeah.
Hello, how can I help you again today?
I'd like to speak to you, sister. Is there a place in private that we can talk?
Certainly, come on in.
Alright.
And there's like a couple kids running around, like keeping an eye on like the orphans and whatnot. So he takes you back to the room where you guys had kept your stuff.
I'm a little bit concerned. If I'd have known that the guards were so quick to execute Randall, I would never have kind of encouraged him to be arrested. Is this common out here?
That's funny coming from someone of your class.
Yeah. Look, just because you're good at something doesn't mean that you do it when it doesn't need to be done. We hadn't 100% verified Randall's affiliation. And to be honest, we still haven't necessarily. Let alone, it was very heavy-handed to put him out, especially since he might be working with someone.
You have to keep in mind that this is a small town of Northern Hyrule hasn't seen a lot of issues, especially compared to the South. And you know this as your character's from the North.
Right.
So the guards overreacting isn't a surprise. It's disappointing, but it's not a surprise.
I guess I'm trying to ask is who's Randall known to associate with? And I also have questions about Wilson. How long has Wilson been in town?
Wilson's a weird guy, but he's pretty trustworthy. He's been here for a long time. He's been here almost 10 years.
And these other ones have been here for less than a year.
Randall, I think I said before he was here for like 4 years. No, that was the wizard.
Yeah, the wizard and his family have been here for 4 years.
No, only the wizard's been here 4 years. He didn't say anything about his family.
Oh, so he just got placed in the same place as family.
He said he had something about the wizard said it.
Yeah, we spoke with the wizard. Interesting fellow. I really didn't know what we could really get from him except for information. He's apparently killed moblins before, so he must have been
It wouldn't
involved.
surprise me. The wizards, once they were able to come out of hiding, were helping Southern Hyrule.
Would you feel comfortable telling me why you were so interested in having me meet Randall?
You were the one insistent on it.
No, I was
Actually, if I remember correctly, you were the one being insistent about meeting him.
No, I was insisting on meeting the wizard.
Yeah, the wizard. Oh, Randall.
Randall.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Sorry, my bad. I got those two mixed up.
Yeah.
Well, I was just concerned, as the captain found, he was a turncoat. But yeah, the issue was I was concerned about that, and if it wasn't, it was some sort of mental breakdown. And I was just concerned that I was hoping he was gonna it was just a simple mental breakdown, as sad as that is to say. But I was, like I said, I was hoping it was that over what seems to be actually what happened.
They could be one and the same. Stress, best way to make a spy is to stress them out, cause him some kind of turmoil. What did he have over him? Did he have family? Did he have someone that he cared about?
Maybe it was a promise of power. Ganon did offer a lot of power to people who would turn on their brothers and neighbors.
He didn't strike me as the most foresighted man, but at the same time, he surely was enough to see that there wasn't much power to be gained by helping people, derelicts in the woods. There's got to be somebody that's outfitting these creatures.
It's possible. We don't know. We've been trying to source that down for ever since Ganon was killed.
I don't think Randall's got the capability to outfit him nor
No.
support him. So that still leaves there's an unseen force here. And what I'm concerned about is I'm about to go out into the woods with my fellows. And what might we be walking into?
It is a good concern. We are asking you to put your lives on the line to protect the town.
I'll ask you what I asked Randall. Is there somebody that's been around town that's been at the forefront of trying to organize, trying to inspire, let's say, gain information from people? Anybody that might resist?
In this town, no. Maybe one of the other towns. You act like the moblins are being supplied from this town. They might be being supplied from other towns.
No,
Other
I'll be
camps.
honest, straightforward with you. Here's my supposition. This is a hub town. If a group, and I don't anticipate it's the moblins doing it, could control this town, they could control the transportation of goods and services from east to west, north to south. It's a really nice, singular passage. I think whoever's causing this trouble is trying to deliberately control the flow of goods.
She kind of looks left and right and says, well, there's a rumor that there's going to be a big attack on Ruto Town, and what this might be is a delaying tactic for supplies that Ruto Town really needs. Yeah, it's a mountain town up there.
Yeah.
That they desperately need these supplies, and they could really use your help up there. Because if they get overrun, they're going to get wiped off the map.
So
And
here's-
this might be a delaying tactic by the moblins.
I guess my next question is this seems to be a concern of yours. Do you have contact to kind of? It sounds like a great reasoning thing. Do you have anything more substantial that maybe I could help my group find to maybe indicate that maybe we need to be redeployed if we're successful in what we have to do?
The only ones who would know more for certain were the knights, and they're out
Fighting a unicorn dragon.
fighting in Aquamentus.
Could I get you to arrange some reason that my group needs to carry messages to Ruto? At least
Yes.
that way we could be transported there after we're successful in this. We'll be successful. And
Well,
if we
you're-
aren't, we
you're-
won't know about it.
Your status alone gives you more than the right to carry it.
It-
Also, the Hylian soldiery.
Look, right now I think it's important that the Hylians keep the Hylian business.
Yep.
You know, I think it's more important that any information or exposing of plans be done by a
course.
competent group as opposed to a bard.
Well, of course. So, your the platoon leader, platoon sergeant, squad leader. That's it. That's the word. Your squad leader. I will give him a. I don't know as a GM what it would actually be that would give him a.
Just make sure that he has to transport the mail, the assignment
Yeah.
from one church to another.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
She'll. If there's any letters that come through, and unfortunately, letters have not been coming down from Ruto because
I'm sure the kids would love to draw pictures for other orphans.
I'm sure they would.
And since we're not allowed to open mail, and I haven't seen a speedy delivery courier service, who's to say what's in those letters?
Exactly.
Can we just put a really nice seal on them?
We absolutely can.
I guess I better go find my fellas then. If there's anything else that you got that you need to direct me towards, let me know.
The sooner we take care of these moblins, the sooner we can go help Ruto.
That seems to be where the Lord Din provides some points.
The goddess.
No, but essentially you would just lay out the plans.
Yep.
Make a reason for us to have to go to Ruto after we're successful here so we don't get restationed.
Well, I mean, your orders are to, well, at least Duke Oak's orders. And do you know his orders?
No, the only thing I was supposed to do is we were supposed to be transporting
I think
I
told
told
everyone.
all
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just getting a convoy. We're just escorting.
Well,
one thing.
it says to escort the wagon convoy.
All the way to.
but what he's getting, what Eris wants is to make sure that pretty much they're under more control of the Church of Den or whatever,
Yeah.
so that their orders coincide with where they need to go next.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'll reinforce the reason why we're going and staying.
Yeah, instead of getting reassigned and getting put back on a boat and going somewhere else.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys got your plans kind of laid out. You're gonna lay up some. Someone wrote down the traps, right? 'Cause I
Yeah,
it's got
2
both
bear
set.
traps and 3 wolves.
Okay, so you'll be able to lay out some traps to deal with the moblins, and
We'll
then
discuss a plan whenever we have Taryn back.
yep.
Yeah.
That's really weird to call him Taryn because I actually have a friend named Taryn.
Yeah, I don't like whenever saying like, no, yeah, it's the same name. Like, it's not that Taryn, but
And you've seen him on the channel. He does he's got the Polish for Team Yankee. But anyway, I think that's a good stopping point while you guys get your stuff planned and
Yep.
Get ready
And
to,
then, let's stop at Randall's place.
Yep.
Yeah, just have everyone there, and we'll discuss the plan. Because I wanted to do a little bit of scouting ahead, see what path each.
Oh yeah, that's right. We won't. That's right. We won't stop here yet. Then we'll do some scouting because we've still got like 20 minutes or so.
Okay.
Who wants to do the scouting?
Well, I would show up and. I'm not saying I would scout them. I'm just saying, how would I find them? Would it be pretty obvious where they went?
Well, they might have let you know that they were heading to Randall's, right?
yeah.
I'm good.
Well, and he doesn't have to go with me to Randall's. I was just looking for clothes.
Well, he said he wanted to go do some scouting.
Yeah, I want to see the path that Randall was doing.
So when you
Even though
went-
I'm not good at tracking,
Yeah.
I know where the base is and we're on the map.
So
Right.
maybe when
We could have Taryn just wait outside so that if
Somebody
he spots,
yeah, Taryn would probably like
he can kind of wave him down. And,
yeah,
yeah, that works.
good call.
Mm-hmm.
So you show up. You're all at Randall's place, and you're getting changed. Like, wow, he had much nicer pants. than the ones he was wearing.
Why was he wearing shitty pants? These are like comfy. What the hell?
Yeah,
Like,
they're really thick.
They're like triple stitch. These pockets definitely wouldn't rip out.
And you, Duke, you give him the idea of wanting to go scout ahead.
Well, I was
Or
thinking
you had at least-
we would kind of do that in the all in that group.
Well, no,
Yeah.
we'll you want to do the whole group
Because
scout?
I'm not good at tracking.
Yeah, that might have to be a group thing, especially
Yeah.
if it's being a part of us going out to do
Yeah.
combat.
He has the skills to do all that.
Are the clothes baggy enough to where I could fit my armor underneath at least the cloak?
You keep saying cloak. You wouldn't take.
Is there no cloak?
Why would you take a cloak hunting in the woods?
So you can hide.
Yeah.
It would get caught on branches and shit.
You've seen Lord of the Rings, right?
This
They
isn't Lord
run
of
through the woods in cloaks.
This isn't Lord of the Rings.
Cloaks existed, like that's
Yeah.
an
I
actual...
I understand
Scout-
that.
I mean, the whole point of a kilt was you kind of turned it into a cloak when you wrapped it
Yeah,
over your
great
shoulder.
kilt. They kind of came up and over. They were raincoats too.
Yeah.
Yeah, baggy clothes are very...
A lot of hunters use them.
I'd rather have baggy clothes going through the woods than tight-fitting clothes too, because they snag, but they come looser, easier than tight-fitting.
And I'm gonna be honest, when you're doing a hike in the woods, you need some breathing room in there.
Oh, I
Well, I'm not saying the clothes. I'm saying a cloak. A cloak seems like it would be a bad idea for hunting.
Well, you got to think the main thing they used the cloak for was traveling cloaks, and
It also breaks up your silhouette, so like the deer don't see human shape in the run.
Well, who says he was hunting deer?
Okay, it breaks up the human shape, so the moblins don't see human shape in the
Why
run.
would you eat a moblin?
Whatever this man was eating,
he was hunting the fucking newts. That's why there's no more around here.
he's the newt wizard. We accidentally executed the wrong man.
We didn't execute anybody. We were literally
We had
trying
the
to
wrong
protect
man
him.
executed.
Yeah. We specifically said hold him with the intent to release him because we told the
Well, we wanted
captain,
to question him and all that. Yeah, but it
Yeah.
just went dead.
which puts the fucking captain right on suspect number 2 list. Chubby Cheeks gets suspect number 1, but that's just because we don't like him. CDI sucked.
He's a little creepy. Yeah, he's got.
Yeah.
I don't. Why does his mustache come out of his nostrils?
Yeah, he definitely got a hold of kids. I'm sorry.
All right, so who's gonna go do scouting? Are you all four gonna go scouting, or is it just gonna be send one person out to find the actual path?
I mean, we could all go out to a distance and have one person like do that final bit. That's
Because the best person to do that, as just from a GM's perspective, would be Ratu.
Yeah, we'll scout out and keep.
You
our
won't need to
distance.
roll for your prowl
Yeah.
Okay.
because it's the woods. Hiding in the woods is something easy for you.
Okay, cool.
But you'll count it as using a skill.
I have not been keeping track of my EXP at all. I've been just having a good time today.
I've been doing it.
I have not been
Definitely
keeping
not
track.
as much as last time.
Yeah.
No, I want you to try to do a little bit better next time. On your tracking your XP. I don't want to just because they actually do have a chart for a reason.
Well, the problem
well,
is
I
that as far as like skill checks, I've only done like 4.
I understand that. I guess
I don't know. And I don't know. If
I
I'm
guess
still
yeah, that's
doing
true. I
it.
guess I have to associate role playing.
Oh yeah, pretty much every role play scene I've been putting that down if that's okay.
That's fine.
But like
I didn't-
I'm not been doing it if it's broken up and comes back to me. It's
Yeah.
what each scene only.
I'll probably give you bonus with how much you've been role playing.
I'll tell you my total when we're all done here. It's-
Okay.
But so are you gonna go? You're gonna go follow the tracks in?
I'm gonna point out the tracks and give the idea that I'm gonna follow them and try to be stealthy.
I'm not gonna have you roll because it's out in the woods and you are taking your time to follow them. And you do find the path leading to the Moblin camp.
Okay, and then we're gonna set up an ambush spot.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll set up the traps and we'll organize it.
Do
Be like,
you
okay,
guys have detect ambush?
I know it's a skill I don't have.
I got detect concealment.
I think it's the same. I need to double check.
Yep.
Palladium has a really weird setting or a really weird setup for like detect ambush isn't detecting the ambush, but this might be also be risk.
Okay, yeah. The closest thing I have is surveillance or wilderness survival. I don't have detect ambush.
Well, detect concealment or traps.
Yeah.
Detect ambush would be a terrain suitable for ambushes and being ambushed. So none of you have detect ambush.
No.
Nope.
Well, since a Ratoon's out there, go ahead and give me a roll, Ratoon.
No,
Percentile.
Percentile. I've got 14.
Ooh, nice.
I would say that's good enough.
Well, yeah, because concealment's at 20.
Well, it's detect ambush is different from
My detect concealment's 25.
yeah, but it's also detect concealment and traps. And I'm curious if
I'm going through here and I'm taking off my skills that are written down that I've already got on the side for the customized sheet.
okay. Well, it would be detect ambush is a good location for an ambush, but I will say that's good enough because you have the time, even though you don't have the skill. You know where the camp is. You know their tracks.
Well, yeah, there's the trail that we would assume Randall
Yep.
goes down, so it's just...
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it seems sensible to hide it kind of along a narrower part of the trail that's a lot harder to see the ground.
Yeah. So yeah, you can set them all up and.
Yeah, so we get everything set up and be like, the traps are here. Don't step on these damn things.
Yeah.
Do you have an order on how you place the traps?
Probably.
Bear traps closest to them, animal traps closer to us.
Wolf traps.
Yeah,
Wolf trap.
I was thinking probably just a straight line. Like you would be like right here, try to get their attention, and then they would. I'm assuming they're not.
Oh, kind of create like a wall of bear traps,
Yeah.
almost, so that no matter if they come from the here to here.
Yeah, so if they do rush through the trail and they ignore the trail instead of going single file,
Well, it's
they
not
spread
really
out.
a trail per se. It's
Yeah.
like it's a trail because he's stamped down on it.
It's
It's
a
not like
path.
it's a path from walking.
Yeah.
Maybe you should set up as a reverse cone, have a centralized point where we're going to attack from, and then out there, have like a spread out.
Oh, like the V.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
like a V.
So, like, from where I would be standing with the flag, get
There
their
are-
attention to a V out to that.
There's like as you walk down the path, there's a tree in the center, so you have to go around the tree, and there's a couple of trees spaced in, so it's like tree space, tree space, tree space.
I would do that so that when they step between the trees, they
Yeah,
step on
yeah,
the
yeah,
traps.
between the trees.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got a location set up, and then be like, so Elman, how's your Randall voice?
I never heard him speak, other than when he was screaming, "Get your hands out of my pockets."
Shit.
How smart? The question is then, how smart is a moblin?
You did say they're only just smart enough to hold and use a weapon.
No, I said they're dumb. They're slightly smarter than animal, but they know how to use weapons and armor.
Yeah, so it's like they're smart enough to understand that, but like they might not be able to. To them, human's a human.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just super dumb and
Okay.
racist.
Yeah. Hopefully they won't be able to tell the difference in voices.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got the flag. You're all set up. Then the three of us just have to get in an ambush position.
Yeah.
So yeah, but essentially, I got a shovel.
You have a shovel.
So if we need to, we could dig like a little thing so we could lay down and.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like a little foxhole.
Yeah, foxhole.
And here in the woods, there's probably already natural like dips.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
fallen logs and whatnot. You wouldn't even need to dig much. There's like fallen logs.
Oh,
in the
okay.
woods.
Yeah, because if we need to, I could make a little foxhole that.
Roll a d20.
That's a 7.
You think you find a good spot, but all of a sudden you get really itchy.
Oh, fuck.
Ants.
You're like, damn it. Okay.
No, there's no ants.
Alright. For some reason.
it's stinging nettles.
Oh.
But it only brushes against the bare part of your leg. It's like your pant gets caught
Yeah.
like going over a log. It's like now you have a
At
really
that point, you're already in the nettles. Just lay down.
Yeah.
Well, no, you're
I'll get the shovel to get
you're
rid of
looking
it.
around for the setup.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I'd be like, damn nettles.
Yeah.
I was wondering,
Whack him with the shovel really good. Stupid things.
So are we set up to where like next time we start off the session with me trying to like call for them? holding
Yeah,
the
yeah.
flag up?
That's
could be.
where I'm thinking it'll
If
be a
that's
good
the
ending
case,
point.
I would like to have my bow strung
Yes,
and hanging on my back.
yes.
Oh.
And it looks a little weird, but it also makes sense. It's just like, huh? They might be too stupid to realize
Yeah.
that.
I just
Why is that
want-
bow so much longer? Drew?
I just want to be, as soon as they step on a bear trap, be able to pull that off, draw an arrow, and be
Yep.
ready to fire.
Yep.
Because it's like, I have the sword, but that's if they get close. That's a backup option.
Yeah.
And
You're better with a
and
bow.
hopefully by then, the other three have kind of gotten up to them, and I can just hang back and keep firing.
Yep.
So. But, okay, I like that.
All right, and with that, we'll call this session. Taryn had to dip out early, as said, but not like he missed a lot.
Yeah.
But thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next session when major combat finally engages.
Yay.
Bye.